The umpires too today, guys.
Do we have to?
Yeah, well...
Do we have to mention it?
Give them mention, because otherwise they get a bit narky.
Okay.
Who are they? Well, you've got the...
No, I'm not mentioning them.
Right, you're not going to mention them.
Interchange players for the Eagles coming to the bench. We've got Adam Glenelg, Kenny McGregor, Shane Young starting, and...
That's a bit of a surprise, isn't it, Kenny McGregor? He was touted earlier in the week as being maybe the full forward for the Crows.
Interesting thing in the Eagles, in the program here, he was named in the reserves lineup as well as the seniors, so he might be pretty close to playing reserves, judging by the fact he's starting on the interchange.
Just quickly, the umpires today, the field umpires, Andrew Vickers, Colin Rowston and Mike Humphreys.
Okay, so we're ready to go here at the Adelaide Oval. Ball in the centre of the ground, the Glenelg side kicking with the breeze in this first quarter to the Bradman stand end, and it'll be Fogden in ruck. Up against Biglands. Young talent from Woodville West Torrens in the centre. Bounce down. A good one by the umpire. It was won by Fogden. Charging through Kelly. Tried to get a handball clear. Chance now for the Tigers to move the ball forward through Higgins. Colville applies a very good tackle. And we'll have a bounce down. Once again, it's in the centre, and a few little tempers flaring there with Alistair Burke in the thick of it. Melody there pushing and shoving. Also in that little area there, in the bounce down, slightly towards centre half forward for the Eagles. There it is, just on the edge of the cricket pitch area. It was a good bounce. Knocked down to the ground there by Federer. In goes Chig Whitten, gets the hand pass out towards heel. Kick forward up towards the half forward region. Charging out for the Eagles on this occasion was Shirley. Ball in dispute now. It comes back towards Floriani. Floriani's kick up towards the wing on the outer side. Running after the football there is Federer. Away he goes, outer side wing, left foot kick up towards half forward, looking for lip tack. The ball goes over the boundary line and out of play about 60 metres around from the Bradman stand end goal. We've had a minute of play in this first quarter on 5 RPH, and there's no score to the Eagles or Glenelg.
That was a good test for Lippy's hamstring undies, stretching for that ball.
Well, you don't really want to take one down around the ankles the first ball, but he did it pretty well.
He certainly did. There's the throw in or anything happening in that pack. The umpire calls play on. The ball's at the bottom of the deck. The Eagles emerge with the footy, but not for too long, because there's stacks on the mill there, and the umpire has no option but to bounce the ball on the left half forward flank for the Tigers. They're kicking to the river end here of the Adelaide Oval. That's the southern end. Ideal conditions, as you heard Andrew Underwood say before the start of this game. But a very disappointing crowd, we've got to say. 2,000 to 2,500 people. Down goes to bounce. Oh, Federer got up 100 miles in the air, got the ball over to Floriani. Floriani got the ball out there towards the centre wing. Oh, beautiful interception there by the Tigers. It's kept the ball in play. Burns got it. He'll put it on the right boot now up towards the half-forward flank. Well, not a good kick, but Liptak was in the way, and it dropped onto his chest. His Guernsey's loose across here at centre wing. Jamison's made a terrific position. We thought he was starting in defence. Well, he obviously is, but he's up there at half-forward. Goes to the lead there of the full forward. It's off hands. Chance there if it can picked up. No, the Eagles have got it in the last line of defence. They're trying to force it out. The handball comes out. The kick. Whitten, he's got tackled very, very strongly. Oh, gee whiz, that was a very heavy tackle.
Could have been holding the ball, actually.
Could have been too.
Could have been anything.
Last night it would have been.
He could have been knocked out too.
Actually, who knows what it would have been last night.
But
could have been anything.
What, this game, there's a bit of feeling between these two sides. If the tackles are any indication, the first few minutes, the umpire will bounce the ball. So the umpires are going to get right on top of this game. Federer taps it right up and towards the full forward area. He comes to Fruin. Fruin for the Eagles out towards the half-back flank. Kelly's in the van and takes the mark for the Tigers. The Tigers doing all the attacking as the kick comes across to Federer. He's been prominent early. He goes in short. There's nobody on Rouvray, and Rouvray will mark the ball between centre and half forward for the Tigers.
Rouvray at centre half forward, just inside the centre square. Kicks further afield, finds Jamison 55 metres out from goal. No score yet after 3 minutes on the Dave Benson Caravans time clock. Beautiful kick from Jamison into the forward area, and the mark taken down there for the Tigers.
Who is that?
I think it's Heel down there.
I think it is Hill too, yep.
So Simon Hill, right on the 50-metre line, will kick towards the Bradman stand in goal, and hopefully for the Tigers, register their first goal of the match.
He'll certainly bring up a score, at least. He'll kick from about 45 metres. He comes in with the right foot drop punt, and he looks like he has just missed it to the right-hand side, has he?
No,
the umpire said 2 fingers up, and that's
goal
the
to
first
Higgins,
goal
actually.
to Higgins, and that takes on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard, that's 1 goal to Glenelg, the Eagles yet to score.
Well, it's interesting, that Glenelg, it's their traditional style whereby Rouvray and Jamison, we see them running back to the full back line now, and for about 2 or 3 minutes of that last play, they were sitting up across half forward. So, they're running off their players, so I would suggest that Mark Minkin would have the runner out to his players to say, don't let them do that, and get on their defensive side.
They did it very easy, didn't they? Very, very easily.
Plenty of space for them.
Ball back in the centre, so good start of the Tigers. They're on the board. The Eagles yet to score. Down goes the bounce. Bigland's got the run of the ball, but missed it completely. The handball to lip tap, kick in towards the full forward area. Almost a one-handed there, Mark taken attempted there for the Tigers. Handball comes over the top. They're under enormous pressure, the Eagles. The Bays are using the footy well, and that kick to lip tack. Who was he looking for down there? I think it was Grenville, was it?
No,
Ben McEntee.
McEntee, and it just went over his head for a boundary throw-in. So the Tigers able to use that ball out of the centre. Just at the moment, the Eagles look a bit rattled, manning up as the ball is about to be thrown in. Bigland and over the top, a big thump towards the boundary line. There's a chance here now for the Eagles as the handball is handballed over the line, and that player was Pearce. And the rucks for the Tigers, Laurie, they just seem to be getting into the air a lot higher and getting their hands to the ball. In fact, I don't think Bigland's touched.
No, he hasn't touched it at this stage, has he?
Hasn't had a clear possession yet, but he gets the tap on this occasion, tapping it towards the boundary line and out of play once again at right half back for the Eagles. Glenelg 1 goal straight. No score yet to the Eagles on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard. 5 minutes gone in this first quarter thanks to Dave Benson Caravans. Boundary throw in. Federer and ruck. Up against, in fact, Bartlett will take the ruck for the Glenelg side. It was won by Biglands. Colville got a handball clear to Floriani. Kick up towards the wing. Chance now for Woodville West Torrens. Harvey couldn't control the football. Good Shepherd applied. Allows Rogers to come in. Colville kicks into the centre of the ground. He's got no one there for his side, and the mark taken by Heel.
Have a look at Jamison running off there.
Heel gives the hand pass over towards Jamison. Jamison goes long inside 50, looking for Bartlett. Oh, good spoil applied there by the Eagles' defence. Ball comes out. Good work by McCarthy. Biglands gets a kick. Up towards the wing, no one home for the Eagles once again. Will it go out of play? Yes, it will. Federer watches it go over the line and out of play on the centre wing, right in front of the temporary grandstand at the Adelaide Oval. Outer side centre wing. 6 minutes gone in this first quarter. The Tigers by 6 points. 1 goal straight. The Eagles yet to score. Here's the throw-in. Bigland's in ruck. Wins the tap. Doesn't go to anyone in particular. Byrne overruns the football. In goes Higgins. Colville gets a handball clear, but it's Federer for the Glenelg side taking the football. Charging through was Higgins. Put his hand up, was well tackled. And the umpire said we'll have a bounce on the centre wing outer side.
Laurie, just the runner's just going out to Jamison's man at the moment, just to give him a message today. He's got to play a lot closer because Jamison is running up the field.
Bounce down. Outer side centre wing. A lot of players surrounding the bounce. One there by Federer. Comes down. Pearce for the Eagles now. Slips it over towards Holland. Holland's hand pass, not a great one. Players diving in on the footy once again. And we'll have a bounce after 6.5 minutes of this first quarter. Glenelg, one goal straight. The Eagles yet to score on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard.
Yes, and I'd say at the moment the Tigers' possession 3-1 in their favour. They're just doing everything as the ball again goes to Burke. Burke up towards half forward for the Tigers. Off hands, Chigwin's there. He was hung on to right in front of the umpire. He says play on, and there'll be a bounce down there. How could the umpire possibly miss that? He was definitely retarded in attempting to go after the ball, and he's called play on, and now we've got a bounce down.
And the umpire was standing right in front of the position.
Well, I don't know how he missed that.
Jeez.
Perhaps we've got to check their eyesight. Down goes the bounce. Up they go. Any number of players around the ball taken by the Eagles. The handball out. Here's the chance now for, I think it may have been McCarthy. He kicked it out towards the centre wing. Off hands, though, the player there for the Eagles was Harvey, and it goes out of bounds. Centre wing on the outer side of the ground. So if you just tuned in, almost 8 minutes gone in the first quarter here at the Adelaide Oval. This big game between the Eagles and the Tigers, and the Tigers leading on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard. 1 straight goal to nil. Down goes to bounce. Diving on the footy there was the Eagles player. Stacks on the mill. Holding the ball.
Where did he get that from?
Oh, well, fair dinkum, Laurie. Take it off. I've got to go and have a couple of Valium tablets.
And he might get 25 metres against him, Pearce. Higgins will take the free kick. The umpire said that he didn't throw the ball back properly, and he didn't. So he'll go up towards left half forward. Will Higgins of the Tigers. Chance to drive the ball long in towards the Glenelg attacking 50. Measured kick up there, looking for the lead. Nearly taking the mark for the Tigers. Was McEntee. Players going in hard there. The ball's 40 metres out from goal. McCarthy tries to get a handball out. Chick Whitten applies the tackle. Also Bode in there for the Tigers, and we'll have a bounce 35 metres out from the Bradman stand end goal.
That was great attack on the ball by McEntee, wasn't it?
Doing well. Glenelg in the early moments. Probably should have another goal on the board. They've had most of the players. Bartlett's in there. Grenville also. Ball comes out. Here's Byrne. Got a funny looking hand pass across. Rogers, though, did well. Gave it over towards Holland. In turn to Pearce by hand. The kick up towards the wing. Chance now for Harvey of the Eagles with the handball. Gets it over the top. Chance for the Woodville West Torrens side now through Ticolella. Ball goes over the top. Here's Colville. 50 metres out. Goes long up towards the open goal square down there. The ball bouncing through and goes through for a behind. The opening score of the match for the Eagles. They're one behind. Glenelg 1 goal straight 6. We've played 9 minutes in this first quarter, thanks to our friends at Dave Benson Caravans.
Boys, did you notice how the ball held up there in the air? I think that breeze might be a little bit stronger than we perhaps see from up here.
Yeah, I think you're right. I've been noticing when the boundary umpire's been throwing the ball in on the outer side of the ground, definitely favouring the river end of the Adelaide Oval. Now, Jamieson about to bring the ball back into play for the Tigers. And they've done most of the attacking. In fact, that was the first thrust forward by the Eagles as the ball is marked out there by Fetimer. The ball knocked out of his hands by Rogers, and it'll be another 25.
I don't know if that was deliberate though.
It looked silly.
Yeah, the umpire calls play on as he kicks it up towards the half-forward flank. Players going in hard after the ball. There's a chance now for the Tigers. He's got it out there and it can't pick him up. He's a long way away. The handball comes back. A chance here for Chickwitten to go in over the top of the foot. He does it well. Gets it to Byrne. Byrne in turn to Rouvray. Rouvray around the body. Up towards full forward. They come out charging at the footy. Lip tacks first there. Drops the ball. The umpire calls play on as the Eagles try to relieve the pressure. Chance there for Bode. He can't pick it up. Out it comes again. The Tigers going forward, the handball over the top, the kick around the body, going to bounce through, is it? No, the minor score on the board. And that was off the boot of Liptak, I think.
Yeah, Liptak it was.
Through for the minor score. So the Tigers now 1 goal, 1-7. They lead the Eagles 1 behind.
Stephen Hall to bring the ball back into play. Late call up into the stateside last week after Seamus Maloney was unavailable, and he did well last week. He kicks long towards the outer side. Up goes Fetimer. Ball on the ground now. Culver gets a quick kick forward. Chance for Kelly of the Tigers. He's at the centre wing outer side. Handball's inboard to Melody. Melody's kick is a good one that finds Krusty Bode. Bode will go long. Good looking kick. Grenville. Oh, good ball applied by McCarthy. Ball on the ground now. Here's a chance for the Eagles to clear. In goes Rogers. Players diving on the footy. In there for Glenelg was McIntyre, and we'll have a bounce down 40 metres out from the southern end goal, the end of which Glenelg are kicking in this first quarter. We've played 11 minutes. It's 1-1 the Tigers. The Eagles 1 behind. Tap out. Finds McCarthy. In goes Chickwitten after McCarthy was dispossessed. Handball came back. Chance now for Higgins. Ball goes towards Bartlett. He's tackled brilliantly there by Rogers. And we'll have a bounce down once again about 30 out from the southern end goal.
One thing you're saying, Laurie, is that the Glenelg are doing all the attacking, but to Eagles' credit, they're stopping him up and holding him. They're gang tackling him.
Yeah, the defence holding up well here as Bartlett won the tap. Came down to Bode. Bode kicks towards goal. Has he put it through? I think he has. Goal to the Tigers. No, it's hit the post. Hit the right hand upright. Through for behind. Glenelg 1-2-8. The Eagles 1 behind 1 point on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard after 11 and a half minutes.
Well, you're right, Laurie. He did put it through, but of course the minor score recorded as Hall about to bring the ball back into play. So just opportunities gone begging here for the Tigers. As we said, the breeze, I reckon, worth about 3 to 4 goals as Hall will kick the ball back into play. It's a drop punt out towards the grandstand side. Bigland's up, good strong mark, out-bodied his opponent then in Bartlett and takes the mark. Biglands, who played so well for the state last week, kicks it along centre wing, grandstand side. Pavlich in front, over the back, the ball thumped away by Fogden. Here's a chance now for the Eagles as the ball comes out. A left footer up towards the centre half forward position in front though. Jamieson takes the mark, and that was a poor kick by Shane Young. As Jamieson now kicks the ball out the centre wing. Have a look at this. There's Tigers everywhere. Rouvray's got it. Centre wing on the outer side goes to the lead there of Bartlett. He was pushed in the back. The umpire says play on. Over the back it comes. Hall's got the opportunity. Slides to the ground. Gets a handball out to Pearce. Pearce has a bounce. Holland, in fact, gets the handball out now to Rogers. Rogers dodges inboard. Gives it over now to Darzanoza. He kicks it up towards the inside the attacking 50 in front. Pavlich couldn't hold the mark. Off hands a chance here now. If it can be picked up for the Eagles. In goes the player in Fogden. The ball's underneath him. Everybody's screaming for holding the ball, and that's the Eagles fans. But it'll be a bounce down just outside the attacking 50 for the Eagles.
DB, just one thing about Pavlich. He does present himself very well, but he does go to ground very often.
Here's the bounce down just outside the attacking 50 for the Eagles. Haven't scored a goal yet in this match. We've been going some 13 minutes in this first quarter. Pack forming out there. Fogden's got it. Ball comes across now. Chance for the Tigers to clear the kick up towards the centre of the ground. Looking there for Chickwitten, but it goes over his head and the mark taken by Shirley. Shirley quickly plays on, chips across ground. He was looking for the big fellow in Biglands. Wasn't a good kick. Fetimer's hot on his hammer, but he runs around that player. Proceeds to have a bounce down the outer wing, has another. Colville tells him to keep going. Biglands for about 70 out, goes long up towards Michael Philippou. Jamieson nearly took a one-handed mark. Diving in there, working hard for the Tigers was Fetimer, and he'll get a free kick. Free kick to the Tigers. In fact, it's Sherwood back there. Sherwood chips across field. Chance now for Rouvray. Rouvray from the defensive 50, kicks long. Up towards the wing, Fetimer's there with Colville. Bit of a mismatch in height. Ball comes to ground. Well done by Colville. Taken by Darzanos. Chance for Byrne. He's tackled high. Play on, says the umpire. And we'll have a bounce on the outer side centre wing We've been going 14 minutes of this first quarter. Just one goal in the match so far. Glenelg 1-2-8. The Eagles one behind 1 point on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard. Bounce down. Once again, a lot of players surrounding the bounce. Up goes Fetimer from behind. Not a really intelligent tap there. It goes straight over the boundary line and out of play on the outer side wing. So 8 plays 1. Glenelg doing well. Goal through Higgins in the after 3 minutes. So it's been a bit of a struggle since then as Fetimer goes up, taps the ball to ground. Colville couldn't get it. Kick off the ground by Bone. He's chasing after the football. Good shepherd applied by his teammate Higgins. Struggling to pick the football up now. He's got control of it. Snaps virtually straight up in the air towards the centre of the ground. Chance for Rouvray. Kelly's there. He slipped over right at the crucial moment. Got the handball back to Rouvray. Rouvray over towards Burke. Can the Tigers charge forward? Through centre half forward. The kick up towards the goal square. Is it going to go through? No, it goes to the left and through from behind. Glenelg moved to 1-3-9. The Eagles one behind. 1 point. It's 15 minutes into the first quarter.
Another good build-up by the Bays. They bring the ball back in through the corridor, and Rouvray's sitting there by himself. He must have BO out there this afternoon because he hasn't had a player near him for a fair while, and it's something that the Eagles want to keep an eye on.
They certainly have to keep an eye
Well,
on.
it was interesting, wasn't it? Because they brought the ball back in the centre. Even if Rouvray hadn't have got it, they had about 2 or 3 Tigers there, and no Eagles within Cooey as the ball is kicked out now, taken off hand by Bode. The handball's not good though. Zanos almost got it back to Bode. It comes, a handball astray again, but he goes in again. The youngster gets a handball over there. That man we spoke about, Rouvray, gives it out here. Here's a chance now for the Tigers through Kelly. In towards full forward, up over the back. The ball thumped away by McCarthy, taken by Bartlett. They've got him, and we'll have a bounce down at 10.5 forward for the Tigers. But just at the moment, the Tigers doing all the attacking, and the Eagles into attack just the once.
They need to kick a couple of goals, don't they?
Well, they do. They haven't used the breeze to its fullest at the moment as the ball is thumped down. Here's a chance now for... the Eagle player was thrown to the ground. Chance now for Sikalella. He can't pick it up cleanly. Colville's going in there hard. The handball comes out. A chance for Rouvray again. Got the handball back to Kelly. Kelly in turn here. It comes over the top to... no, what? Kelly's got it now. Dodges past, then goes just as he kicks it. He was dragged to the ground, but the ball sails up in towards full forward. It's going to go through. I think it's cleared the pack.
It's a goal.
I think it's a sausage roll. It is a goal to Kelly, and the ball sailed over the head of the pack and through for a sausage roll. So at the moment the Tigers lead 2 goals 3, and the Eagles, well, I can see that scoreboard 1 behind. Let's go around the ground courtesy of the Great Southern Pie Company.
It's Geelong 7-6-48, leading St Kilda 7-3-45. Hawthorn 5-5-35, leading Richmond 4-9-33. Norwood 2 points, leading North Adelaide yet to score, and Sturt 1 point, leading West Adelaide yet to score. Back to Adelaide.
Heading towards the 17-minute mark of this first quarter. Glenelg doing well. 2-3-15. The Eagles one behind 1 point. The bounce down. Up goes Biglands. Limtack read it off the hands of the ruckman beautifully. Got a kick forward. It was smothered. Here's Rogers now overrunning the football. Hand pass came out towards Pearce. Pearce in turn towards Floriani. Back towards Rogers. Rogers has got no one to give it to. He's going to get tackled, but he gets the handball clear. Over towards Pearce. Now, what's Pearce going to do with it? He's not sure. Gives the hand pass over in turn towards his teammate there in Sikalella. Sikalella's kick up towards the wing finds Colville. Colville moving towards half forward. Kicks up towards the attacking 50. Up goes Kluzak and takes the mark. Great mark by Chris Kluzak, 30 metres out from goal. Kicking into the breeze towards the scoreboard end. A chance for the Eagles to kick their first goal.
Certainly is a chance.
Matthew, didn't you?
I nearly called him Matthew. I just had to pause for a second.
Well, it was a great mark too over the back, and it looked like he really went after that ball, and it was just a strong overhead mark over the back of the pack. Now, Chris Kruzak lining up for about 45 metres, virtually directly in front. He comes in, he kicks it through, and the umpire's going backward over his head. He says, that'll leave me for the first goal for Chris Kruzak, the first goal for the Eagles. And now on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard, it's 2 goals, 3-15 to 1 goal, 1-7, and a good build up there, Andrew Underwood.
Was a good build-up, and as the goal was kicked, Michael Philippou came off, and young Kenny McGregor came on, and I think that would be representative of the fact that his player was running off him far too easily. But it was a good build-up, and you know, if the Eagles can just hang on, I think they could go into quarter time reasonably happy, albeit not had a lot of the play, but they've done pretty well to date.
Yes, and we're almost into time on here as the bounce goes down. Too many in the square. Who's going to be the
Eagles will get it.
Eagles have got it through Biglands. And Bigland now will drive the Eagles into attack. They're kicking into the breeze here at the Adelaide Oval. There's the kick towards the half-forward flank. Rouvray to the back, but it sailed over the top, and Kluzak's got it again. and he's going to kick from outside 50. You'd say he'd be too far away. McGregor's created the space, and he's going to get it on the second grab. Now he can't pull to the ground. Off hands, the handball goes over the top. The Tigers are in trouble now. They can get it out. Beautifully picked up here by Burke. Here's a chance for Fogden now. If he can kick it towards the boundary line, he has. He's kicked it too far, and it's out on the John Bull, and the free kick to be taken here for the Eagles as it's taken by Young. Young kick to Pearce. Pearce now is outside 50. He'll kick from about 60, I'd say. He's too far out, certainly, to kick a sausage roll, but he goes to the lead there of Pavlich. Pavlich is in the van. Up in the middle, he almost grabbed it. Chigwitten's got it. They've got Chigwitten. He goes to ground, gets the handball away, but it's too late, and the umpire said he'll have a bounce down in that left full forward pocket. We've got posts, we've got fans, we've got windows,
the monitor.
We've got everything here in this broadcast position as the umpire bounces it down. The tap is well done, but it comes here to Chigwitten. Chigwitten kicks the ball away towards centre wing over the back. Oh, the Bigland. Both Rogers and Fettimer flew for the ball, and it sailed over the top and marked by Bigland. The umpire calling Bode back off the mark as Bigland now, right in front of the 5RPH commentary position, goes to the head of the square, well, actually centre half forward. In front, Rouvray got thumped from behind. The ball comes now to the player there in Burke. Then it ends up now with the player in trying to pick it up. Kelly, it was. He got the handball over to Chigwitten, around the body towards centre wing, and Rogers in front takes the mark for the Eagles.
Rogers on the wing, chips inboard over the head of his teammate Shirley, but mopping up for the Eagles was Fruin. Got the hand pass clear over towards Holland. Way he goes, 60 metres out from goal. Goes to the unguarded goal square, but the mark taken by Fogden, who dropped back in time and took a goal-saving mark. Now he chips further afield into the pocket. He's got his teammate there, Melody. Melody kicks out towards left half back. Rouvray again, he's had 100 possessions in this first quarter, running down the outer side. Kicks long up towards half forward left, looking for Bartlett. Good ball applied by Fruin. Ball goes back towards Bartlett. A bit of aerial ping-pong. The kick up towards the forward zone. Up there looking for McEntee. Ball on the ground. Good ball by Hall. Here's Grenvold now. McCarthy with him. Kick off the ground. Is it a goal? Goal to McEntee, I think. Goal to the Tigers. So good movement of the footy. They moved to 3-3-21. The Eagles 1-1-7. Thanks to our friends at the Great Southern Pie Company. Let's go around the grounds.
North Adelaide 1-6-12, leading Norwood 1-2-8. West Adelaide 2-2-14, leading Sturt 1-1-7. Hawthorn 5-5-35, leading Richmond 4-9-33. And Geelong 9-7-61, leads St Kilda 8-4-52. Back to Adelaide.
With 21 minutes gone now, boys, I would think that the Glenelg would be reasonably pleased with this quarter. They've had all the play, but you know, they could perhaps have a couple more goals.
Down goes the bounce in the centre, Fogden and Bigland. Bigland's a one-handed tap out towards centre wing. Sikalella's out there all by himself, feinted the handball and decided to kick it and kicked it high. That'll bring rain as to gone that high up towards the half-forward flank. Kicked off the ground there by Colville. Pavlich was in front, couldn't do anything with it though. There's a hurried little kick by the Tigers, comes out towards Kelly. Kelly's handball is good to Liptak. The Tigers are away again now as Liptak goes to the long lead, and a great mark taken there for the Tigers by Grenvold. And Grenvold will kick between full forward and half forward. There's the kick up towards full forward, up in front. No one can take the mark over the back. Who's going to be quick there? Bode's going to be the first, kicks it through for the minor score for the Tigers. He certainly showed a bit of toe, did young Bode. And the fourth behind goes on the board for the Tigers. 3-4-22 on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard, and the Eagles are just 1-1-7.
He certainly did show a bit of toe, but probably should have finished off a bit better. It was right in the goal square. Could have been an easy pick-up and a kick for a goal.
Kick out by Holland, finds Hall in the right back pocket. He chips further afield, and he finds his teammate there, who was Young. Young goes up towards right half back. Up went Biglands. Oh, he's taken the mark. Got it in the right mitt, then got it to the left and hung onto it at the third attempt. So Biglands on that outer side, just between right half back and the wing on the outer side. Kicks long up towards half forward right. Up, nearly taken the mark at the third attempt. He's been paid. Young Jared Harvey. And he's about 70 metres out from goal, getting a bit of attention from Melody. And he'll go back behind the mark, and he'll go long up towards the forward zone. Away he goes. Called to play now by the umpire. Kicks towards half forward. Oh, up goes Jamison. Good ball applied. Ball on the ground now. Chance for the Eagles through Pearce. Handball over the top. Finds Sikalella. Sikalella's kick. Oh, not to anyone in particular. Oh, running in was Pavlich, but on the scene taking the mark was Melody. Good play there.
Good mark.
Good play under pressure there. Kicks across ground. Finds Sherwood. Sherwood running in front of his own goal. Kicks out towards the grandstand sign. Finds Heel. Heel still inside defensive 50, goes long, up towards the wing here. Chance for the Tigers to take the mark. It's Fettimer, who does it well. So just on the centre wing, members side of the Adelaide Oval. Fetimer, beautiful day here at the Adelaide Oval. Kick up towards half forward right. Up went McCarthy, couldn't take the mark. Hall bangs it on the left boot, goes high, only travels about 15 metres. Goes Dylan, nearly took a great mark. Chance now for the Eagles through Young. Charging through, he's met Holloway, but the umpire says we'll have a bounce at right half forward for the Tigers. We've played 24 minutes of this first quarter, and it's Glenelg 3-4-22. The Eagles 1-1-7. The Tigers controlling play here as we get close to quarter time.
Yes, down goes the bounce. Fetimer with a good tap. Finds Bode. Bode can't control it. Tries to burst the pack. Can't do that anyway, but Fetimer recovers. Gives it around the body and a kick up towards full forward by the Tigers. In front the mark. All player met heavily there was Fruin. And Fruin will take the free kick for the Tigers. In fact, the advantage paid to Rogers. Rogers in turn to Hall. Hall onto the left boot. Kicks it high. Going to drop short and up over the top. Bigland couldn't take the mark. Taken by Chigwit, and he comes back with a handball that's good to Kelly. Kelly to Fetimer. Fetimer's got Guernsey's loose, and that's the way the kick goes. There's three of them out there, and they almost messed it up. Colville came in, but finally that man Rouvray, who's had more touches than a honeymooner at this stage, as he kicks it in towards full forward. Up they fly, up in front, the whole ball off hands and true for the minor score. And who is on Rouvray, boys? Because by gee, his stats would be enormous at the end of this first quarter.
Certainly would be enormous. He's had a ton of possessions at this stage.
3-5-23 on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard. The Eagles 1-1-7, and we've played almost 5 minutes of time on the Dave Benson Caravan time clock. Your commentator is Laurie Colliver.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Ball to be brought back into play. McCarthy with the footy in the goal square, southern end. Well, probably a little disappointed they're not further ahead in this first term as he comes towards the left back pocket, and he's got a player out that side who we cannot see from up here.
Hall, isn't it?
No, it's not Hall. Just have a look at the monitor. Can't pick up who it is in that blind spot. The kick anyhow, not a bad one up towards wing. Fruin lost his ground and fell over, and Fetimer took the mark, who's done a bit in this quarter. Another 25-metre penalty to the Tigers, the third one, and I reckon he'll get another one. He'll get 50, so a chance for Fetimer to kick a goal now. He's going to be within kicking distance. Interchange there for Glenelg. McEntee off, and young Sujay Cook on the ground. Now he's going to go all the way to the goal square, so Fruin's effectively given away 75 metres, and Glenelg will kick their fourth goal.
Yep, Fetimer will kick from right on the end of the square, 10 metres out, very, very slight, and should not have any trouble in kicking the goal, DB.
You think the first 25 was there?
I think it was. I had the pole in front of me, so I couldn't see it, but the umpire said it was, but the second one certainly was.
No doubt about the second one, but I
very, very undisciplined.
Tangle of arms and legs, wasn't it?
Yep.
Anyway.
Fetimer about a 45-degree angle, right on the end of the square. As Laurie Colliver said, a 75-metre turnaround. Comes in and shouldn't have any problem kicking his first goal for the game, and does he just snuck it in. The umpire made a lot of ground, but he's got his first goal, and Glenelg has now gone to 4 goals of 5, 29 to 1 goal, 1-7 on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard, and we'll check scores from the Great Southern Pie Company.
It's Hawthorn 6-5-41 leading Richmond 4-9-33. Geelong 11-7-73 leads St Kilda 8-4-52. West 2-2-14 leads Sturt 1-1-7. And Norwood 2-2-14 lead North Adelaide 1 straight goal 6. Back to Adelaide.
Ball back in the centre of the ground. We've played 27 minutes of this first quarter. The Tigers by 22 points. They're kicking with the breeze in this first quarter. It's probably worth a couple of goals. Bounce down back in the centre. Here's Biglands up against Fogden. Ball tapped down by Biglands, but it's Heel getting first possession out of the centre. Chance now for the Tigers through Raiders. He kicks up towards attacking 50. Fruin was there, got a fist to the ball. Here's Cook now, chasing him Rogers, gave him a bit of a shove. Play on, says the umpire now. The ball goes to Rogers, and I reckon he'll get a free kick. And he looks a little bit frustrated as the skipper of the Eagles, but he's got the footy just inside defensive 50 for Woodville West Torrens. So Andy Rogers, veteran at the club. He's played over 200 games with Woodville and with the Eagles as ball kicked up towards the wing. Here's Kelly now charging through. Hand pass over towards Rouvray. Rouvray's probably had a dozen touches in this first quarter. Kicks up towards half forward.
Good
chance
spoil
there for a mark taken by Floriani. And I reckon he just hung on to it. Just looking through the glasses. He's got the footy. Floriani kicks across goal. Dangerous stuff. Finds Hall. Now Hall will kick into our blind pocket here, will he? He's got Colville out here, and Colville takes the mark. Now he can play on if he wants to, he does. He'll get onto his left foot, not his non-preferred, but it was a good kick up towards the wing. Here's McGregor, but Jamison takes the mark, virtually uncontested. Ball dropping short in the breeze. So Jamison on the wing, fires the handball across, over towards Alistair Burke. He runs around McGregor, goes up towards right half forward, up there looking for Bartlett. Ball in the forward pocket now, chance for Fruin, and the siren sounds for quarter time here at the Adelaide Oval after 28.5 minutes. It's quarter time. Glenelg 4 goals 5-29. The Eagles 1-1-7. Goal kickers in the first term, all singles for Glenelg, Higgins, Fetimer, McEntee, or McEntee rather, and Kelly for the Eagles, just the one to Chris Kluzak. Glenelg by 22 points at quarter time. We'll take a break and come back with the second quarter of action shortly.
Hello, this is Heather Duncan inviting...
Going the way, the scores at quarter time, 4 goals 5, 29 to the Eagles, 1 goal 1-7, Laurie Colliver.
Eagles a chance to make up the deficit. They've got the breeze in this second term and they trail by 22 points. Here's the siren for the start of the second quarter and we're ready to go for the bounce here in the centre of the beautiful Adelaide Oval. About 2,500 people here today for our match of the round on 5 RPH. There's the bounce down. Up went Fogden, won the tap, straight to lip tack. Beautiful ruck work up towards centre half forward off. Floriani did well, took the mark inside defensive 50. Gave the hand pass off towards Rogers. Rogers, long kick up towards the wing. Chris Kluzak there, trying to take control of the footy. With him was Berg. Oh, pushes him in the back and the free kick will go to the Woodville West Torrens lineup. And that'll be Kluzak with the footy. About 75 metres out from goal at right half forward. Chips further afield into the pocket. Finds Colville. Colville from 55. Goes up towards the top of the goal square. Flying high, or Pavlik didn't have a hope there to take the mark. Ball on the ground. Pack forms. And we'll have a bounce 20 out from the southern end goal.
Now, boys, every time that Pavlich has flown for the ball, there's been 2 Bay players up against him. Now, surely the other Eagle player must be able to capitalise on that.
You would think so, wouldn't you?
Bounce down, 20 out, dead in front of the Eagles attacking goal. Over the top, Fogden won the tap. Ball on the ground now. Hand pass came out from Rouvray. Chance now for the Tigers to clear. Sherwood in the left back pocket. Raiders, in fact, gets the hand pass over the top. Melody got a handball clear over towards Byrne. Byrne from left half back. Kicks up towards the centre of the ground. Good ball applied there on Bode by Floriani, but Bode's got it back now. Gets the handball clear. Over towards Liptak, who's playing well. Kicks out towards the wing on the outer side. Fetimer takes the mark. Fetimer runs through the midfield. Kicks long. Ball will land inside the attacking 50. McCarthy's there. Affects the ball. Might have been a free kick to his Glenelg opponent. Oh, it does well. Got the handball out towards Pearce. Pearce has got the running Floriani, who's doing well. Kick up towards the wing. Mark taken by Colville. Colville has a bounce. Away he goes. Kelly chasing him. Long kick up towards the attacking 50. Pavlich might have got a free kick. Good play there from the Tigers. Burke gets a handball, but it's Starzanos. 40 metres out. Tries to run around Raiders. Gives the handball over the top. Chance for McGregor. He kicks a goal. On the ground. Through for a goal. The Eagles second. They're 2-1-13. Glenelg 4-5-29. Good movement of the footy. Ended up in seeing McGregor kick a goal, and the margin is back to 16 points.
Well, it was a good goal. It's young Spiro did his thing like he did in his first game, and to try to take on a few players. But the good thing about that play was he didn't panic, and he had cool hands and a cool head, and he handballed it across to young Kenny McGregor, who kicked a very comfortable goal.
And they certainly, the good thing about it was they also had the runners there, which is
exactly
one
right.
thing. So as the DB described, they had the one person down, and that was Ken McGregor.
Yes, and that's the first time that's happened for them too, isn't it? So let's hope they can improve on that, because isn't it going to be a pretty good game? The bounce down, Bigland ran into trouble, the handball out to Pearce. Pearce, what's he going to do? Handballs it further afield. All player met high there. That was Young. Kicks it high, in fact, up towards centre half forward. Over the head to the pack. The ball thumped down, taken here by Fetimer. Fetimer's had a few touches. He kicks around the body though, but doesn't kick it well. Pearce is first there for the Eagles. Willie handball does get good support from Fruin, but Fruin just handballed it straight over the boundary line, and there'll be a boundary throw in between centre wing and half forward on the outer side of the ground for the Eagles, and they're kicking with a breeze, and that's favouring the river end of the Adelaide Oval. A boundary umpire about to throw the ball back into play. There's the throw in. The big men do battle. Fetimer and Fruin. The ball tapped down. It ends up with Hill. He's tackled hotly. Loses the footy. The ball towards the boundary line once again. And there's one thing that has been a feature of this game is the tackling by both sides. As soon as the players got the footy, they've tackled them very, very hotly, and they've lost possession.
They certainly have, and they've actually gang tackled too. There's been 2 or 3 players at every person.
There's the throw-in once again. Fetimer and Fruin. No one can get a decisive tap. Players are going in very hard. Stacks on the mill, in fact, there, and the umpire will move in and bounce the footy. And we've got 3 umpires here. One's in charge of the game. The other 2 umpires are that far away, you couldn't shoot them with a gun.
Long one.
Down goes the bounce. Up high was Fruin. Got a beautiful tap, and it's going to work out okay. The handball comes over to Colville. Colville goes bang. Might have been Darzanos. In fact, up towards Pavlik. Couldn't hold the mark. Here's Darzanos now trying to pick up the footy. The Eagle player screaming that should have been a mark, but he didn't really hang on to it long enough as the Tigers come out of attack. And left tack, I think it is, takes a very good mark in the centre of the ground. Just backward of centre, in fact, for the Tigers. Runs around, does one of the funniest handballs you've ever seen, but luckily for him, there's no one within queue in. It's gathered in by Jamison for the Tigers. Up towards half forward over the head of the pack. and once again Bigland takes another mark, and he's done that 2 or 3 times.
At left half back, he goes long up towards half forward left. Kluzak running back with the foot. He takes the mark, got the handball across. Chance for Dillon, the former Magpie, into the pocket. The kick looking for Pavlich. Almost picked it up at the first attempt. He's got it now. Gets the handball back to McGregor. McGregor's kick is smothered by Sherwood, and the ball goes over the line and out of play 40 around from the southern end goal.
That just shows how desperate the Glenelg side is, that they kept going at Pavlich there, and a great smother there by Sherwood.
Yeah, Sherwood, who's Pavlich's opponent, doing very well at the moment. Pavlich, I don't think, has taken a mark, and we've played about 5 minutes of this second quarter as McGregor won the tap. Colville, kick smothered in towards the forward zone. Chance for Rouvray again, playing very well. Gives the handball over towards Kelly. Kelly's hand pass in turn finds Melody. Away he goes, the Western Australian. Left half back, he has a couple of bounces. Looks to give off, he'll kick on the left foot. Not a good looking kick up towards half forward. Looking there for Bartlett. Out comes Grenville. He's got the football now. Gives the handball over the top towards Chick Whitten. With him is the Eagle player there, who is Sikalella, but Bartlett's got it. Left foot kick up towards centre half forward, where it's taken by Rogers. Now Rogers plays on, well shepherded by Floriani after taking the mark. His kick up towards the wing position, taken there by Harvey. Harvey goes up towards half forward right, the mark taken there by McGregor. Slips the hand pass across to the speedy Holland. Holland goes for home with a long kick up towards the goal square. Is there anyone there for the Eagles? It doesn't matter, it's a goal. Goal to Dutchy Holland, and the Eagles kick their second of the term. They're 3-1-19. Glenelg 4-5-20 on the margin. On the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard is cut to just 10 points.
And that certainly would be a contender for the Captain Snooze goal of the day.
Fantastic goal. It was that whole play down this outer wing. Every time they brought the ball outside, they came back in through the corridor, and he used his pace, he steadied, and he had a shot at an empty goal. And it was a really good goal for the young fella.
That was one good thing he did do. He steadied and he used his pace to break away from the tackles, and then he looked up, saw the empty goal square and went bang, and as DB would say, put it straight through the high diddle-diddle.
Maybe that'll be the difference between these two sides today, the Eagles' pace.
Well, we'll find out as Sujay Cook is off the ground and McAtee back on for the Tigers. Down goes the bound. Bigland and Fogden down to Colville. Kicks it high up towards half forward. Darzanos is there. The ball bounces oddly. In fact, Darzanos hit the deck. He got hammered out of that as the handball comes wide. Chance now for the Tigers through Jamison. Goes with a beautiful pass to centre wing, and Matthew Bode takes the mark. What a beauty that was. Bode goes inboard. Fogden is in the centre of the ground. No one within Cooey. Takes the mark. The Tigers are rallying now as he kicks it to right out towards half forward. Who's out there?
Lip tack.
Lip tack. No one within Cooey. Dodges around. Just gets caught. Gets the handball. Puts his teammate under pressure. Back to Byrne. Byrne will come onto the right boot. Bang he goes. I think he may have hit the post. He has, and gee whiz, what a wonderful build-up for the Tigers. And it's hit the left-hand goal post through for the minor score. So 4 goals, 6-30 on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard, and the Eagles are 3-1-19.
Short kick out finds Hall in the right back pocket, members side of the ground. He runs towards the defensive 50, kicks long up towards the wing. 2-on-1 contest, the mark taken by Burke of Glenelg. Over it goes by hand towards Kelly. Oh, poor hand pass finds Bode. His kick, not a great one, in towards the attacking 50, taken there by Byrne. He's well tackled. The umpire says quite rightly that we'll have a bounce. Good tackle applied by Fruin. A bounce on the attacking 50 for the Tigers.
He's been one player that's played very well for him, Byrne, hasn't he? But today, a little bit quiet so far.
Bounce down. In ruck, Bartlett, Fruin. Fruin won it, down to Rogers. Rogers of the Eagles, kicks high towards right half back. Rouvray running back with the fly to the footy. With him's Colville, affects the spoil. Rouvray now tries to tow the ball forward. In goes little Pearce. He gets it across towards his teammate there in Harvey. Harvey got it back towards Colville. He dropped the footy, well tackled by the Tigers. Eventually Melody slaps the ball over the boundary line and out of play right in front of us here in our commentary spot at left half forward. Members side of the ground. It's Glenelg 4-6, the Eagles 3-1. 11 points the difference on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard. As up went Federer. Not a good tap. Pearce took it. Kick forward up towards the wing. It's marked by Raiders of the Tigers. Raiders gives off quickly to Jamison. Jamison, left foot kick. Not a good looking one, but it's marked by Chick Whitten at the point of the square at left half forward. He's got a player running forward in Fogden. Not a good kick, but Fogden's got it. Runs around Holland. Gives the handball back to Bode. Bode on the left foot. Kicks towards goal as he put it through. I think he has. Glenelg kicked that fifth. It's there, says the goal umpire. Glenelg 5-6-36. A handy goal into the breeze. The Eagles 3-1-19. On the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard, we've played 9 minutes of this second quarter thanks to Dave Benson Caravan.
There was certainly good movement there by Fogden, who followed the ball down on the outside of the ground, and then Bode got the ball inboard and ran around his opponent and had a good snapshot and a contender there for the Captain Snooze goal of the day.
And Jamo giving him terrific run from the half-back line. He's doing a terrific job out there. And it was he that, the left foot kicker, I'm not sure it was meant for a boat, I think it was. And but anyway, that resulted in a sausage roll. The umpire with the footy in the centre. Down goes the bounce. Fogden and Biglan's up high. Fogden. In fact, Biglan got the tap, but straight to Fettimer. Not sure what role he's playing, Fettimer, but he's had a few touches up towards the half-forward flank. Over the top. Here's a chance now. Diving on the footy there was Hall. Didn't take the ball. McCarthy's got it. They've got him. The handball comes out. Desperate stuff here with the player diving on top of the footy. And we'll have a bounce down about 40 metres. Make it 35 metres out from the Tigers' goal. Umpire about to bounce the footy. Down it goes. In front, Fruin got the big tap out towards Colville. Colville's got the run of the footy. Onto the left boot he goes, out towards that centre wing position. In front, Biglan. Biglan's had his eyes on the footy. Offhand, take him there. The handball over was a beauty. There's a chance now for Dylan. Dylan up towards the half forward flank, and a great mark there, taken by Young, I think it is.
Yep.
Running with the flight of the ball, has marked it, and he'll kick Daryl Smith from about 48 with the breeze behind him.
He certainly will kick from 48, and it was a great mark there, running with the flight of the ball. Showed a lot of courage.
Just his second game, Smithy.
Second game. It's going to take a good kick, although he has got the breeze at his back. He still will kick from just inside the 50. Right foot drop punt, gets very, very close to the man on the mark, and in doing so, hooks the ball through for a minor score. Now that takes the Eagles to 3 goals to 20. They trail Glenelg 5 goals 36 on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard.
So the ball to be brought back into play by Jamison down at the southern end. Andrew Underwood, any thoughts at the moment?
Well, the Eagles look very good when they run, but they've been stop-start for this quarter and a half, and I think they really need to continue their hard running to really get Glenelg off the game.
Kick out finds Bode. Bode goes further afield and finds Kelly. Now Kelly plays on quickly, kicks towards right half-back. Raiders gives the hand pass over towards Heel. Heel running down the outer side wing, takes the footy. Over towards Rouvray on the wing. Oh, shocking kick by Rouvray up towards the attacking 50. Out comes Fruin. Manages to get the handball clear, but it's all the Tigers as McIntyre gets it back to Rouvray. Can he kick better this time? He can. And the mark will be taken inside 50 by Higgins. Now Higgins, he's too far to screw. He chips further afield and finds Chick Whidden. Oh, has he taken the mark? Yes, he's been paid. I don't know if it was a mark. What do you think, fellas?
No, I don't think so. I think he might have been paid a free kick, actually.
Yeah, he got pushed.
He got pushed, yep.
Well, they line up from 25 metres out, if that, into the breeze.
If that's 25 metres, I'll be buying land off of you.
Well, the ball's about 20 out, so he'll kick from 25.
Yep, fair enough. Directly in front, kicking to the northern end.
Bartlett coming off.
Yep.
And change there with Carr coming on.
Hasn't done much, Bartlett, but Chick Wiggins got the ball, the captain, the veteran of the Glenelg side. Been an unbelievable player, played 263 games for the Tigers. Comes in and shouldn't have any problems, but he has, I think.
No, it's a goal.
It's a goal. Yeah, the goal umpire's coming back in and saying, yep, 2 fingers are up, and that now takes the Glenelg side to 6 goals, 42. They lead the Eagles 3 goals to 20 on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard, and we've played just over 12 minutes on the Dave Benson Caravan time clock.
Boys, I haven't seen too many sides that don't run quick when they've got the ball, and the Eagles certainly are a classic example of that. When they've got the ball, they really run quick forward, but what's been disappointing to date is they haven't chased. And the Glenelg have been turning the ball over. They've been having players loose, which is a classic example there. There are players loose everywhere.
Blood rule here, I think. McGregor coming off and Michael Philippo on.
Bit of claret, and he'll get cleaned up and back on shortly. But, little Chicky, he's played a lot of footy, and he slipped into the pocket, into the hole, and kicked a pretty good goal.
But it was amazing when the Tigers were coming down on that outer side of the ground. There were about 3 or 4 of them running down, and
no one's chasing.
No one within cooey. So they've got to man up, the Eagles, if they're going to have a chance in this game. Umpire's got the ball in the centre. Down it goes. Biglands and Fogden again. Neither player can get the hit out. Biglands goes in, tries to pick it up, does so. The ball at the bottom of the pack. They're diving in over the top of it, and the umpire will move in and bounce it once again.
Very interesting to note, I was looking at an earlier budget in the year. Biglands in the first game was in the reserves. He's done very well, hasn't he?
He has certainly played state footy, of course, last week. 6-6-42 on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard, and the Eagles are 3-2-20. Down goes the bounce. No one can take the ball. Byrne emerges with it, gets a good handball out. They're moving beautifully. The Tigers, the handball in from Kelly. Kelly gets it over towards Carr. Carr back out here towards his teammate, who kicks it around the body up towards full forward. The ball thumped away. Back it comes to Cicalella. Cicalella's got it. He goes in short. Now the turnover could be costly here. It's taken by Young. Young to Colville. Colville's got a Guernsey loose, and that Rogers running up. He's doing an a-la Jamison there. Taps it back cleverly. Manos has got it. What's he going to do? Jogging around. Goes for a little short pass. Does it well. Nearly got caught, but in the end it was a good, effective kick to the teammate. And and I think that's Marshall Matt Dillon out there.
Certainly is. Dillon actually, Darzanos there looked like he was going to get caught, but did it very well. Looked up and saw Dillon running into the space, and he's marked the ball about 25, 30 metres out, directly in front. Certainly won't have any trouble with the distance. It's only the accuracy now. Comes in, hasn't kicked the goal at this stage, and it'll be a very, very important goal. To say they need it would be the real big understatement. Comes in, right foot drop punt. Looks okay off the boot, and the goal umpire says, yep, that'll do me. That's another one to the Eagles. They now go to 4 goals to 26. They trail the Glenelg side. 6 goals, 6:42 on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard, and we've played 14, almost 15 minutes here at the Adelaide Oval on the Dave Benson Caravans time clock.
Boys, it's always hurt you when you turn a ball over, and that was a classic example where the ball turned over here at half-back and moved the ball down. And Philippo's just coming off the ground, and McGregor's going back on. But they turned the ball over. Eagles ran forward very quickly. Buck Rogers brought the ball back in the corridor. Darzanos could have given on the first give. He elected not to, but they got out of it with the goal, and certainly to say that was needed is an understatement.
16 points the difference here at the Adelaide Oval. Glenelg 6-6, the Eagles 4-2. Ball back in the centre of the ground. Up goes Biglands, taps it towards Colville. Colville's handball over the head of Dillon. Slap forward by Fetimer, back towards Colville. Colville, the Eagles, gives the handball to Floriani. In turn, Rogers. Good run for the Eagles. Beautiful. The handball finds Dillon. Dillon, who just kicked a goal a moment ago, running through half forward. Gets onto the right boot, kicks long up towards Pavlich. Can he take the mark? No, ball brought to ground. Chance now for the Eagles. The handball over the top. Chance for Young, kicks a goal, has he? No, I don't think he has. 3 from behind. The Eagles 4-3-27. Gee, that would have been a handy goal.
Good build up.
Glenelg 6-6-42.
Should have been a free kick to Pavlich then. The umpires have got to watch the defenders when the ball's coming in high.
To him or against him?
Against him. No, for him.
For him,
The Tiger player just threw out the arms to try and stop him, and he ran right into it. There's the kick out towards half-back, taken there by Rouvray. What's happened here? The ball's out of bounds, I think.
He dropped it.
Yes, he should have marked it.
Didn't take it cleanly.
Taken over the boundary line for a throw-in. Right on the attacking 50 for the Eagles on the outer side of the ground. They're kicking to the river end of the Adelaide Oval. Boundary umpire about to throw it in. Biglan's down there with Fogden. Up it goes. Fogden got the tap, taken by Rouvray again. Tried to handball it away, did so. Taken by Chickwith, the little kick doesn't go very far. Chipping in there, beautifully picked up there by Young, I think it was. Kicks it high in towards the centre half forward position. McGregor's there. Up high, I think it's Cluzak, isn't it?
Yep.
Gee whiz, that was a very good mark. One grab, stuck like glue, and he's going to go back and have a shot for goal about 35, 40 metres out. Darryl Smith.
Certainly will, DB. He's taken a couple of good grabs, hasn't he? When he sets his eyes on it, he certainly knows where to go, and that was a great, strong mark there. Almost a pack mark. Now, Cluzak coming in for his second. And the Eagles are just starting to make their mark here. They're starting to come back at the Tigers. Cluzak coming in, right foot drop punt, and the goal umpire has said, yep, that'll, he can hear from the crowd, and that's his second. That now takes the Eagles to 5 goals at 3 at 33. They trail the Glenelg side at 6 goals, 6:42. And Andrew Underwood, a good strong mark there and a good goal.
Well, he's got good hands, that young man, hasn't he? That's the second or third good attack on the ball, and when they get into those mitts, they stay caught. And you know that the Eagles have come back. They've kept pressuring away, and they've kept bringing the ball forward. And, you know, it's good to see that a young side is not being intimidated by a more experienced Glenelg side.
And I'm feeling good too, fellas. Here we go. Bandstand in the middle of the ground. Here's Adelaide over the margin back to just 9 points. 33 plays 42. Bounce down. Good one it was by the umpire. Fogden got it down towards the ground here. Chance now for Carr. Got the handball out for Glenelg over towards Kelly. Kelly running through. He dodged a couple of tackles. Could have been caught holding the ball. Plant said the umpire. Fetimer goes long up towards the Glenelg 50. Chance now for Hall to bring the ball to ground. Chick Whidden overran it. In goes Bode. Gave the handball across towards Carr. Can he control the footy? No, he can't. In fact, it's Higgins. Higgins left foot kick in the pocket. Here's a good one to find Lip. Is that Lip Tack? It is Lip Tack. Left forward pocket about 25, 30 metres out from goal. He'll kick on a very sharp angle in the left forward pocket.
Well, he'd be 8 to 1, wouldn't he, from there?
I'll have $1 on it with you.
You have $1 on it?
Lip Tack coming in now, right foot. And has absolutely put it out of bounds on the full, one would suggest, and he has, so I've just done $1.
You can just pass that goal coin over soon, son. No worry about that.
I'll do that.
Stephen Hall in the right back pocket. Kick short, finds Colville. In the right back pocket, he's got it. Chips further afield, looking for Sikalella, who under a bit of pressure from Bode holds onto the footy just outside the defensive 50. Glenelg 42, lead the Eagles 33. Chip back across ground, finds Hall. Bit of Mickey Mouse footy here at the moment by the Eagles. Further afield, Holland will take the ball, and they're back where they started in the goal square. Holland plays on, back towards Hall now. Will start again, the Eagles, as he kicks long up towards the members' side, right half back, and that's a better kick. Finds Harvey.
Actually, it was a good build-up there. The Eagles kept it, and they knew what they wanted to do, and they've got the ball now up on the centre wing.
Harvey kicks it up towards the centre of the ground. McGregor's there over the top. Fogden fists the ball forward. Chance now for Chigwood, he slapped it over towards Fraud of the Eagles though. Here's Floriani, nearly tackled, but he got his left foot kick up towards half forward. Up wing Kozak, nearly took the mark. Ball on the ground now. Federer gives the handball over towards Burke. Burke in turn finds his teammate in heel. Over towards Jamison on the outer wing. Kick up towards centre half forward. He's got Bode all on his own, and Bode takes the mark. He's got a band inside 50, and it's left tack, and he takes the mark. 30 metres out from goal. Good movement of the footy by the Tigers, and a chance to kick their 7th goal.
Yeah, it certainly was a good movement by the Tigers, but we've turned around and said the turnovers are costly. The Tigers ran the ball down the outer side, found Bode on his own, who then chipped over, and found Liptak, who was all on his own as well. Now, he'll kick from a roughly 35 metres out. 45-degree angle. He let us down last time. He won't let us down this time, though. Straight through the high diddle-diddle, as the umpire says. So that will do me. And that's Liptak's first goal. He now takes the score to 7 goals, 6-48. They lead the Eagles 5 goals, 3-33. And courtesy of the Great Southern Pie Company, we'll check scores from around the grounds.
It's Norwood 7-4-46 leading North Adelaide 1-3-9. West 5-4-34 leads Sturt 3-4-22. Hawthorn 8-7-55 leading Richmond 5-9-39, and Geelong 12-7-79 leading St Kilda 8-4-52. Back to Adelaide.
Back in the centre. And the Tigers just have all the answers at the moment. Every time the Eagles look like threatening, they've been able to get that very important goal, and they've done it once again. Down goes the bound. Bigland and Fogden. Neither player can get the decisive tap. Darzanos was there, got the handball away, but it's straight into a nest of Tiger players.
Free kick.
Again, a free kick being found, and we'll go to Chigwood. I'm not sure what that was for.
In the back.
In the back, according to Daryl Smith. He brings it out towards that man again, Rouvray. Rouvray, a handball inboard. He gives it over there to Melody. Melody put his teammate right under hammer and heel, and the ball ends up with Colville. Colville got a handball to no one in particular, but he's good enough to recover thanks to a very good Shepherd. The kick out here. Here's a chance now for Young. Young inside the attacking 50 goes bang, but he's offline and through for the minor score. So a good build-up went begging there for the Eagles as they move along to 5 goals, 4-34 on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard. The Tigers are 7-6-48.
And the kick out in the back pocket finds Sherwood. It's the second time Young's run into an open goal from about 50 and kick to the left. There's a kick out there towards Melody. Players jumping on the footy. It's Carr now. Glenelg gets the handball back to Melody. Left foot kick. Oh, here's a chance for the Tigers now. They can control the footy. Higgins running onto it. He runs around the tackle of Shirley.
Yeah, did that
running
easy.
through left half forward. Goes long. Up towards the goal square. Holland's down there. Ball brought to ground there. Burns there for the Tigers. Trying to control the footy is Grenvold also. Well tackled by McCarthy. And well, the umpire might have heard his view obscured by the sun there, because it could have been a push in the back to Grenvold. We'll have a boundary throw in the left forward pocket, about 40 around.
Don't make excuses for him.
Here's the throw in. Glenelg by 14 points, 48-34. Approaching half time here at the Adelaide Oval. Hall won to the tap. Colville getting plenty of touches. Pearce, hand pass to Colville. Hall, right foot kick, lands just inside the line and goes out of play, just outside the defensive 50 for the Eagles. It's Glenelg 7-6. The Eagles 5-4. The margin 14 points. At quarter time it was 22 points. So the Eagles making some ground with the breeze in this second term. Boundary throw in. Ball comes to Bode. Bode's well tackled by Floriani. Ball slipped out there. Looking for McEntee. And we'll have another bounce down. A few little stoppages here in the last few minutes. So Glenelg in attack. Left half forward. The ball will be bounced. 23 minutes gone in this term. Here, Hall winning the ruck knock. And a free kick will go to that player. He got pushed over in the back after he won that ruck knock. So Hall now goes up towards right half back. Player jumping high for the footy on that occasion was Harvey. Ball turned over now. Chance for the Tigers. Bode gets the handball over towards Carr. Carr's kicking the left forward pocket up there looking for Byrne. The ball goes over his head and also that of Holland. And we'll have a boundary thrown. In the left forward pocket, we've played 23.5 minutes. It's Glenelg by 14 points.
Guys, Burns been sitting in the forward pocket for the last sort of quarter and a half, whereas the last few weeks have been playing in the middle, on the ball, back, across half back. I wonder whether he's perhaps got an injury.
Well, certainly a good point, because he is a very good footballer. There's the boundary throw in. Getting up high, McEntee couldn't take the ball cleanly into a pack of players. In fact, didn't Byrne miss the game with an injury?
Yep, he did.
Perhaps he's still feeling the effects of that.
He seems to be moving okay, but one will wonder why he's actually sitting in that forward pocket.
Down goes the bounce, up they go. Fruin got high, couldn't get the tap down. A chance now to going in there was Pierce. He couldn't take the ball. In fact, the man in question got it, and that's Byrne. Player screaming for holding the ball, but we've only had one, and that was absolutely deadly holding the ball when the player was over the top of it, and there were about 40,000 players on top of him. And the umpire said it was holding the pill. Down goes the bounce. Fruin up high again. Taps it back. Oh, that's dangerous. Chance here now for Chegwin. Does it well. The kick. Oh, by gee, just off line. And it's always dangerous, boys, to tap the ball back into the direction of the opposition goal. And that's exactly what the Eagles did there. And Chegwin missed.
DB, you just have to make sure that when you're doing something like that, the player has to be there. If not, you go to the boundary. The boundary line's your safest option there. But to do that, gee whiz, nearly cost the Eagles another goal.
Said like a true backman.
Yeah, and like perhaps a prospective coach, I would say.
That's it.
The boundary line is your friend.
Glenelg 7-7. The Eagles 5-4. Approaching half-time. Holland kicks to himself. And he goes long, straight up the middle. That's the way to go for the Eagles. Up goes McGregor. Ball on the ground now. Chance for Biglands. Couldn't control it. Rouvray. Handball there over the top. Chance for Higgins. Can he control it? Oh, he does well. Runs around about 3 Eagles players. Goes for home with a long kick. 60 out. The ball will make the distance. It's a goal. Brilliant shepherding in the goal square by Lipsack. Kept Hall out of the contest. And Glenelg kicked their 8th goal. They're 8-7-55. The Eagles 5-4-34. And that's 2 goals.
And I'd suggest that's a contender for the Captain Snooze goal of the day, boys.
Certainly is a contender for the Captain Snooze goal of the day. Higgins did that well, ran around 3 players and then launched it from about 50 metres, and it went through with great shepherding from Matthew Liptak. Shows the experience, held the Eagles player out, and it just got over the line for Glenelg's 8th goal.
Well, he was a bit lucky for it to get over the line because he did have a couple of players in close, and I'd suggest if it didn't get there, they might have been asking the question.
And that was the second time that he'd burst through the pack, and very poor tackling by the Eagles on both occasions. Down goes the bounce. Colville's kick, hurried kick up to inside the attacking 50. Pavlich haven't seen much of him. He gathers the ball on the right boot, goes up towards full forward. Oh, it's a good mark for the Eagles. Good mark taken there by Filippo, who's been on the bench more than he's been on the ground. And that mark will give him some confidence. That was a good mark. He was under enormous pressure from Sherwood. And Daryl Smith, he'll line up from about 27 metres.
20. I'd like to be buying land off for you too. That's when you look at the goal square, is 10 metres, about 5 metres out from there. You'll kick from 27 metres.
You got a heap of money, Smith. Buying land everywhere.
Filippo comes in directly in front, should have any trouble kicking this, but gee, the umpire's gone a fair way to his right, and I think it might have just missed, and he has, and it's a sad miss, bad miss for the Eagles. To say they needed that was an understatement, but now that takes them to 5 goals, 5, 35. They trail the Eagles 8 goals, 7, 55. 20-point lead here at the Eagles as we have just gone 6 minutes into time on the Dave Benson Caravan time clock.
And the reason he missed that is because he kicked from 27 metres instead of kicking from about 20. There's the ball out towards centre wing on the grandstand side. Oh, beautifully picked, or tried to be picked up by McIntyre, but ran into trouble. Chance now for the Eagles, but over the boundary line goes the footy. And the Bays have done very well in this quarter. In fact, they're lining up for victory here, I reckon, the way they're playing.
DB, that miss by Filippo there could be very costly because it takes the Eagles into half-time, knowing they should have been an extra goal closer, but a miss like that from 15 metres out, very, very costly.
Boundary thrown on the members' side wing, taken out of the air by Rouvray, got it over towards Carr. He was tackled high, and the umpire says that's true, and it'll be a free kick. Over the shoulder against Ugrinnik, who's onto the ground. So, Joshua Carr with the footy. Left foot kick up towards a left half forward. Federer sets himself, jumped up under the footy. Chance now for the Tigers through Higgins, who's kicked a couple. Handball back towards Carr, over towards Federer. Ball on the ground now. Dillon, who's done very little apart from kick a goal. Got a handball over towards Colville, who's working hard. In goes Pierce, another hard worker for the Eagles. He gets a handball out, but the umpire says that we'll have a bounce on the centre wing. It's the Tigers by 20 points, 8-7 to the Eagles 5-5. Bounce down on the wing. Time running out in this first half. We've had 28 minutes on the Dave Benson Caravan's time clock. And there's the bounce down. Up goes Fruin, tapped it down. Looking for his teammate Harvey. Players again jumping in, and we'll have another bounce on the members' stand wing here at the Adelaide Oval. Glenelg led by 22 points at quarter time, 4-5 to 1-1. And the lead just shortened slightly to 20 points as we approach half time. Bounce down on the wing. A lot of players again surrounding this bounce down. Up goes Fruin. He won the tap at the second go. Here's Colville. Couldn't get a clear possession. In goes Young. Got it out towards Dillon. Dillon's right foot kick up towards attacking 50. Markedly taken there by Biglands, and Fogden for Glenelg, who's done well. pushed it over the line, and he'll get a free kick. They're in the back, says the umpire. Biglands doesn't quite agree, and Fogden plays on quickly. Goes across ground, finds Jamison. Jamison kicks further afield, across towards the right back pocket. He's got Sherwood there. Sherwood looks to play on. Gives the handball over towards Burke. Oh, the Eagles got a chance here. Philippo can get it. In goes Kluzak. Got it back to Philippo. He runs around Sherwood. Got a handball clear only because he had to. Heel now. Heel gets a kick up towards the boundary line. It's smothered off the boot and goes out of play about 45 metres out. As Melody comes off the ground, he looks like in a good deal of trouble, Smithy. Did you see what happened?
It looks like he's done his knee in. He looked pretty much in a lot of pain there, and he's you can see him grimacing there and holding his knee. And the player who come on was Luke Ellis.
The Eagles looking for a goal before half-time. Rogers down in the forward zone, kicks the ball up and under kick straight up near. Here's Pavlich trying to take the footy. Fisted over the line by Rouvray. And we'll have a throw in as Colville comes off the ground. He must be injured because he's had a million kicks in this first half.
He's been their standout player, hasn't he? He must be injured.
Seems a bit groggy, boys. He was involved in that clash with Melody, so maybe his head hit Melody's knee.
Biglands up against Fogden. Fogden wins it. Down towards Rouvray. Kick smothered by Rogers. In goes the young man for the Eagles there in Whelan. He gets a kick. Goes towards Fogden. Ball back to Biglands. Biglands kicks out in the full in the left forward pocket. So rush kick there. Chance for the Eagles to move their score along, but it goes out of play on the full, and Burke will relieve the tension in the back line for the Tigers as we've hit 30 minutes of this second quarter. Glenelg lead by 20 points.
Yeah, and they're not doing enough for mine, the Eagles. I think the Tigers are setting this up. Did a terrific job in this. They've equalled the Eagles' goal-kicking tally of 4 in this quarter, and of course they led by 22 at quarter time. There's a high kick now as the siren goes to end the first half here, and the Tigers are on top at this point in time, 8-7-55 on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard, and the Eagles are 5-6-35.
Goal kickers in the match so far. Firstly for the Tigers, 2 goals to Higgins, singles to Fetimer, Bode, McKenty, Kelly, Chigwidden and Liptak. For the Eagles, Chris Kluzak's kicked 2, singles to Dillon, McGregor and Holland. Quarter time scores saw the Tigers leading by 22 points, 4-5-29 to 1-1-7. It's half time here at the Adelaide Oval. Now 5 RPH match of the afternoon. Glenelg 8-7-55 lead the Woodville West Torrens side 5-5-35. 20 points the difference. We'll take a break, and I'm sure we'll go around the grounds thanks to the Great Southern Pie Cup. Well, that flag just sort of pointing towards the southeast, so it's still probably favouring the Bradman stand end, but it's just swung a little bit around to more across the ground. So be interested to see how Glenelg go in this third quarter with it.
Yep, certainly good, and it's good to see that young Colville is back onto the ground. We know that he did come off in that last couple of minutes of that second quarter, but he's back out there running around, and he's been probably their best player, and they'll certainly need him to keep going if they're going to get back into this game. As we said, the Eagles are trailing the Glenelg side by 20 points at this stage, and it's all getting set, ready to go at the start of the second half here at the Adelaide Oval.
Just quickly, the Eagles have made some changes. Filippo, Chikasella and Darzanos on the bench. And it'll be interesting to see whether those changes will spark up the Eagles. They really need to get something, and if we drop a couple of cliches, the third quarter is a premiership quarter, so it'll be interesting to see how they go.
McCarthy heading down towards the goal square for Woodville West Torrens, picking him up Sherwood, so there's one obvious change.
Jamison's gone on to Kluzak.
And here's the bounce down. Third quarter, 5 RPH match of the day. Biglands wins the tap. Thrown out by Holland, and the umpire's picked him up for it. Or has he? He's given a free kick to Biglands. Well, there you go. We're in this third term. Biglands kicked long.
Pavlich at 10.5 back.
Up towards half forward. Look for Kluzak. Oh, nearly took the mark. Ball on the ground. Chance now for Whelan. Got the handball across. No one in particular. Chance now for Glenelg to clear. They can't pick up the footy. Now they can. Cook gets a handball across towards Higgins. Higgins' hand pass is a good one. Finds Burke, left half back. Kicks long up towards Bartlett with him Pavlich. Ball on the ground. Chigwidden doing battle with Colville. Here's a chance for the young man Pavlich. Good kick in towards the centre of the ground. But in the end there, good mark taken by Heel. Heel kicks up towards right half forward. Mark taken up there by Fetimer, who's doing well. Handball over the top to Jamison. Here comes Jamison. Can he finish it off with a goal? Kicks long. Oh, he thought he was allowing for the breeze there. Went straight between the behind post and the goal post for a point.
Jamo.
8-8, Glenelg, the Eagles 5-5.
And look, Jamo's down there, but Kluzak had to rate, was 30-40 metres behind him and didn't really chase that hard.
He had a week and a half to kick that goal.
Yeah, and I would have marked it down. In fact, I did, and I've just crossed it out. There's the kick back in towards the centre half-back position off hands. Kelly for the Tigers goes in short, but he didn't look where he was kicking, and he's put it straight down the throat of Rogers for the Eagles. Rogers half back on the grandstand side, relieving the pressure. Could be a vital goal, that miss. Well, it wasn't a goal, actually, a vital miss as far as the Tigers are concerned, because if they'd have got a quick one in this quarter, that could have been curtained as the kick along the grandstand side. Big pack of players up in front. Fogden on the second grab. Got to be paid the mark, I'd say. The handball comes away and almost picked up there for the Eagles.
As Kluzak gets the handball to McGregor. McGregor over towards Dillon. Dillon kicks up towards half forward, but the mark taken by Raiders, who dropped back in defence and took the footy. Kicked across ground over towards Rouvray, who's had a stack of the footy in the match so far. He kicks up towards the wing. He's got Byrne out there. Chasing after him is Hugh Grinnick. Byrne swings onto the right foot, kicks up towards centre half forward. Rogers sets himself, affects the ball, but Fogden reads it well. Gives the handball, went 25 metres backwards. Colville's got it. Gives the handball pass to Hugh Grinnick. Now Hugh Grinnick tries to run around an opponent, does so now, has a bounce. Right half forward, goes long. Not a great looking kick, dropping short into the breeze. McCarthy up, also Sherwood. Ball comes to ground. In the hands now of Whelan. He runs around. Chance to kick a goal. He's got no one to give to. He goes with the left boot. It'll land in the left forward pocket. Chance now for Kluzak to control the footy. He's got Floriani with him. But the ball worked over the boundary line and out of play by, I think, Jamison in the left forward pocket for the Eagles.
Jamison showed great maturity and experience there, didn't he? Just got in front of his opponent and let the ball roll out of bounds and he start another contest.
Not a great kick from Whelan on that occasion. Didn't seem to have anyone to kick to, though, in his defence as the throw-in. Chance now for Whelan again. Well tackled by Bowe. Ball in the pocket there. Kick along the ground by Raiders. Or Burke. It was Burke. And he kicks it about 30 metres further up the field, and we'll have a throw-in. It's by the hedge on the members' side of the ground here at left half forward. Well, it is a hedge. 40 metres around from the northern end goal, to which the Eagles are kicking in this term as Bigland's in the ruck. Edged out his opponent well. Got the ball to boot. No one in the goal square. It's going to run through. Not quite, though. Tackled high. The Glenelg player will get a free kick. The umpire says no. And that is a free kick for mine.
Oh, no doubt about it.
And the player picking himself up was Sherwood. He went hard at the footy, was tackled over the shoulder.
He's actually asking now, why wasn't I given that free?
And why
because
wouldn't
the umpire was in bad position, that's why.
Here's the bounce down in the left right in front of the goal square, actually, as Fogden up. Ball comes to Byrne. Holland's there for the Eagles, and we'll have a bounce again. But yeah, that was a free kick. And
DB shaking your head. They don't have a feel for the game, do they?
Well, it's just their positioning sometimes. He was on the blind side, and anything that happened on the grandstand or on the boundary side, he couldn't see.
Fogden for the Tigers. Biglands for the Eagles. Up they go. Biglands grabs it out of the air, tries to get it back towards his teammate there in Whelan. And again, players jumping on the footy. Stacks on the mill if you like, and we'll have another bounce. 20 out from the northern end goal. It's Glenelg 8-8. The Eagles 5-5 as the chant for the Eagles goes up around the ground.
Yes, umpire with the footy, about to put it onto the turf. Important goal here for the Eagles if they can manage one. The tap down by Beagland, beautifully taken though by Byrne. Byrne's kicked towards the half-back flank. Kluzak there with Chegweden, but Kluzak's got a wonderful pair of hands. Takes the mark, got Colville loose. He actually centres it, but he's put it back almost towards the bay forward line.
25 metres, didn't he?
And they've lost a bit of ground there, but at least they've got possession. Colville will get the handball over to Rogers. Rogers now advances just outside 50, goes in short. Beagland tried to make that look a bit fancy, I think. Hit the chest and bounced out. Could be a costly miss. He tries to get the handball back, gets it over to McCarthy. McCarthy on the left boot. He goes in short, looking for McGregor. The ball will get it on the second grab. No, he can't. Chance here for the Eagles that is picked up by Colville. Comes around on the right boot, kicks it very high. Big pack of players will converge on the footy. McCarthy, I think, has grabbed it.
Yep.
Great mark coming from the side, and it stuck like glue, and McCarthy will go back for what will be a most important kick at goal. Darryl Smith.
Just before Smithy, you can see McGregor just a little bit out of sorts today. He had a chance at the second attempt, just couldn't hang on to it, and look, he's just looking a little bit out of sorts, though.
A bit low on confidence, I'd say.
Yep, well, as we said, McCarthy coming in, lining up. He's just actually doing up his boot now. Kick from around about 30 metres out, 35 metres out. We've got Sherwood on the mark. Very important kick. First score, always important in the third quarter. Comes in, very deliberate. Kicking to the northern end, and the umpire said that's going to be okay for me. And that takes now the Eagles to their sixth goal. Their 6 goals, 5-41. They are trailing Glenelg 8 goals, 8-56 on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard.
Well, he showed his experience, didn't he? He was two or three deep, and he just came up, and he's got very good hands. John McCarthy played a lot of footy, and the Eagles seemed to be sort of muck around with the ball a bit there. They didn't really know, where they wanted to go, and finally, when they got themselves clear, and delivered that ball into the spot. McCarthy didn't let them down.
Opening goal of the second half to Woodville West Torrens. They're 6-5-41, trailing Glenelg 8-8-56 by 15 points. Bounce down in the centre of the ground once again. Up goes Fogden. Biglands on that occasion won the tap though. Chance down for you, Grinnick couldn't control. Eventually got it though. Handball from him to Pearce. Pearce to Rogers. Cross goal. Kick forward there by Shirley. Up towards the wing half forward area. Up goes Bluzak. Takes the mark. Well done. In front of Jamison. Between the wing and half forward right. Now he looks to move the ball on quickly. Got Dillon in the pocket and he takes the mark 50 out. Dillon moves the ball on quickly. He's got McCarthy. Oh, good sport by Sherwood. The ball goes over the line and out of play in the right forward pocket, 20 around from the goal.
Wasn't that a great mark of Kluzak in front? A lot of pressure from Jamison behind him, but still held on to it.
And Dillon's starting to get some touches for the Eagles after a very slow start. Just waiting for the ball to be returned to the boundary umpire so it can come back into play. The Eagles 15 points behind here at the moment. Glenelg 8-8. The Eagles 6-5. Here's the throw in. Just below the scoreboard here at the Adelaide Oval. Here's Biglands up against Fogden. Line ball there, and neither ruckman getting an effective touch as Kelly got it back. Kick forward there by Heel up towards the wing, but Rogers running back takes the mark with Cook on the scene there for the Tigers. Now Rogers quite laconically just kicks 20 metres further afield and finds Floriani. Rogers gets it back in the 1-2. He'll go long. Up towards the forward zone. McCarthy up. Oh, good mark taken by Bode. Gave the handball off towards Sherwood. Sherwood goes long up towards half-back right. He's got Grenvold there. Grenvold, uncontested possession, gives the handball across to Higgins. Oh, nearly tackled, holding the ball by Colville. Eventually got by the third player, who was McGregor, and he's got him for holding the ball. So good play by the Eagles. We've said they haven't chased a lot in this game so far, but on that occasion, they did it well. Kick forward by Fruin, up towards Pearce, who takes the mark just between centre and centre half forward. He kicks further afield to McCarthy, to McGregor, who takes the mark. So Kenny McGregor, too far out to score, goes long, up towards the forward zone, looking for McCarthy, once again caught behind on that occasion. Ball comes back, here's a chance now for Floriani, got the handball out, going through the hands of Kluzak. Players diving in on the footy again, and we'll have a bounce 35 out from the Eagles goal. The Eagles doing all the attacking. We've played 9 minutes of this third quarter.
The Eagles are doing all the attacking, but they do need to finish it off though, don't they? They want to get into this lead of the Glenelg side, but they are doing the attacking, but they wouldn't be happy with it. They're not finishing off at this stage.
Well, they've got to open up their forward lines. I think they're very congested when they go forward. Down goes the bounce. Bigland with a two-handed tap taken for the Tigers, though. It was the player in heel, I think, as he kicked it towards the boundary line. No, it was Raiders. In fact, the ball almost out. They kept in play. Colville had a chance, but the ball went through his hands for a boundary throw in between half forward and the left forward pocket for the Eagles. They're kicking to the scoreboard end. That's against the breeze. We reckon it's worth about 3 goals here. There's the throw in. Big men do battle again. Fogden taps it straight down to Kelly. They've got Kelly though. He got the strength to almost burst through the pack. It ends up there with the Eagles, but the players converge on top of that player. In fact, it was Pearce, I think, and we'll have a bounce down.
Looks like Colville might have done an ankle too. He's hobbling around. He's not not moving too well, is he?
And he gave the boundary umpire a spray then too, for getting in the way.
Fair enough. Down goes the bounce. Fogden and Bigland. Fogden with a one-handed tap over the back comes to Higgins. Higgins kicks it into back to centre half forward, and good use of the body by Kluzak.
You're joking.
Oh no, that is fair dinkum. That is one of the most disgusting decisions I've seen for a long, magnificent use of the body, and in fact Jamison fell over. He fell over and the umpires paid it against.
Well, that is not having a feel for the game if there ever was, I can tell you.
Anyway,
he was surprised.
The Tigers will bring it out of trouble now through Burke. Who said that they don't have an effect on the game? Fair dinkum. Kelly dropped the mark. Here's a chance now for Kluzak. The ball's in. The Eagles are having a red-hot go. Kelly's he's tackled, though, gets the ball, handball out to Jamison. Jamison now on the left boot will bring it out towards centre wing on the outer side of the ground. The players are going in hard for the footy out there as Rouvray. With him was McGregor, I think, and the ball forced over the boundary line for a throw-in.
I guarantee that the umpires now will make up a free kick and give it back to...
And that's where it's wrong.
That's dead right.
Ridiculous.
There'll be an evener upper.
They will do it.
Here's the throw in. Probably been a ruck contest at the moment as little Pearce up against Fedimer. Won by Fedimer. Ball tapped towards left half forward. Liptak's there. With him is Shirley, and the ball goes over the line out of play. Well, I'll tell you what, the umpire had no excuse there. He was about 20 metres from the play. Jamison out of position and fell over, and the mark was taken by Kluzak and the free kick.
I wonder what the umpire observer would say to him after the game for that. Probably nothing.
He's in next door, so we might ask him later on.
Well, I'll tell you what. They've got no idea sometimes. Anyhow, here's the boundary throw, and it finds Richard Kelly, and his kick in towards the attacking 50 is marked by Rogers. So Rogers looks to go further afield. finds a teammate out there. That's Dylan. Dylan goes long up towards the winger. Good kick it was. Found Whelan out there on the outer side wing. The Eagles trailing by 15 points as Whelan goes long into the breeze. Up towards half forward. He's close. Ball on the ground. Here's a chance now for the Tigers to clear. Free kick should go to the Tigers. Bogged it for one in the back against Biglands. The umpire said we'll have a bounce.
Who is that umpire?
Did you notice, for that play, Jamieson was just positioning his body to try to stop the run, and Kluzak went straight up over the top of him, and thank you very much.
I thought he controlled the footy then, Kluzak.
So did I.
You'd give him for the effort, wouldn't you?
Here's the bounce down. 50 out from the Eagles' goal. They're doing all the attacking in this quarter. Up went Colville on this occasion. Kick forward off the ground by Liptak, looking there for Heel. He's got it now. He kicks it further afield and it goes over the line on the first bounce. Out of play.
And Glenelg have just made a change, and Sujay Cook, who hasn't seen much of the action today at all, is off, and Joshua Carr has just come on.
Throwing it right half forward for the Eagles as Biglands, he might be coming off the ground too. No, the runner just charging over here alongside of him as Federer takes it. No one up for the Eagles on that occasion, and Pearce yelling out to his teammate Biglands that he should have been there. The ball tapped over the line. The Eagles trying to get a free kick for deliberate, but we'll have a throw-in on the outer side wing.
And you picked it up pretty well there, Laurie, that Pearce was getting back to Biglands to say what's he doing up there, but obviously he's got instructions to stand on Rouvray or Fogden.
Here's the boundary throw, and Federer in there playing a good game for Glenelg. Tries to control the footy, and we'll have a bounce on the wing. So we've only had we've had 2 scores in this quarter, but the Tigers have kicked it behind, and Eagles have kicked a goal. So it's 6-5 the Eagles to Glenelg 8-8, and we've got another bounce on that outer side of the Adelaide Oval. Up they go. Federer won the tap. Here's a chance for Shirley. Shirley goes long up towards right half forward, and it's a shocking kick out of play on the full. Resultant free kick to go to the Tigers. Or was it touched off the boot? Yeah, it was touched off the boot.
Umpire indicated it was touched.
So we'll have a throw in at that right half forward position, Smithy.
Have a look where Jamieson is in the centre of the ground, trying to take obviously Kluzak out of the area. He's not having anything to do that.
McGregor won the tap, tapped it over the back. Kelly's there for the Glenelg side, well tackled by Pearce, and again a bit of a stalemate occurs, and we'll have a bounce down virtually on the corner of the square. Right half forward for the Eagles. They trail by 15 points, and we've played 13.5 minutes of this third quarter thanks to Dave Benson Caravans.
Bounce down out at centre wing on the outer side of the ground. Down it goes. Not a very good bounce taken by Kelly. They've got him, though. The ball at the ground. Here's a chance, though, for the Eagles. Picked up and kicked inside 50. Up they fly. McCarthy got high. Off hands. It comes to the player there in Burke. He gets pushed to the ground. And we'll have a bounce down inside the attacking 50 for the Eagles. They're having a red-hot go at the moment. The Eagles kicking against this breeze. The ball inside their attacking 50. It's the umpire about to put it down. Down it goes. Fogden takes front position, big tap over the top. It's leading in the race for the ball is Higgins. Higgins can't pick it up though. In they go once again. And the Tigers just playing a little bit defensive at the moment. They're going for the boundary line at every opportunity. And gee whiz, it's a long way from home to go defensive, particularly when you're kicking with the breeze as the ball is thrown in on that right half forward flank. Up they go over the head of the pack, taken there by Biglands. They can't do anything with it though. In there is Kelly for the Tigers trying to get the handball out but can't do so, and we've got a bounce right on the attacking 50 for the Eagles.
DB, you're right there. They are going for the defensive side, and it is a long way out, but what they're doing is they're running down the clock, and they are stopping the Eagles from scoring at this stage.
Well, what I'm saying is that why run down the clock when you're kicking with the breeze? As the ball is taken out of the air by McGregor. McGregor's kick inside the 50. They're about 40 metres out from goal. McCarthy's left-handed handball comes to Dylan. Dylan tries to get past. He did get past, twist around, gets a kick. It'll be a miracle goal, but he twisted once too often and missed to the right-hand side for the minor score. He got through about 4 or 5 players. It would have been the captain's news goal of the century if he'd have kicked it, but he was offline. And 6-7-43 on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard. The Tigers are leading 8-8-56.
That's a margin of 14 points as the kick out finds Fogden. Fogden goes further afield to Liptak, who's got that left leg heavily bandaged. He kicks out of play on the full shocking kick. Looking for Chick Whitten. Kluzak will take the free.
You can just see by the actual actions of the Glenelg players, their heads are down. They're starting to feel the pressure from the Eagles actually running over them at the moment.
Kluzak into the forward 50. Good ball applied there over the top of Colville by Jamieson, and the ball goes over the line and out of play as Shirley for the Eagles on the scene there up against Liptak. Throw in, left half forward.
With Liptak with that left hamstring strapped, you would suggest that, perhaps it's concerning him a bit.
I reckon he's in strife. Throw in. Here's a chance now for Fogden. Gets the tap from the front position. In goes Liptak. Tried to kick it off the ground. Shirley's there for the Eagles. Players diving in again. another bounce just on the attacking 50, left half forward.
Certainly did kick it off the ground, straight into the nose of Byrne, and that wouldn't tickle on a cold day like today.
No, quite right. 8-8 plays 6-6. 14 points the difference in favour of the Tigers. Looking to continue their excellent start to the season with a victory here today. They've led all day. They've got the breeze at the moment. They're just struggling a bit as we've hit about 17 minutes of this third term. Bigland's in ruck, in the front position, won the tap. Went through the hands of Shirley. Colville got a quick handball to Holland. Holland back to Shirley. It was almost a throw as Shirley kicks towards goal. Not a good kick, but it bounces just inside of the line, and we'll have a throw in right up against the left behind post at the northern end goal. 56 plays 42. Crowd of about 2,000 here this afternoon for our match of the day on 5 RPH football. Boundary throw in. Bigland's in ruck. Oh, nearly grabbed the footy out of the air. Chance now. Here the ball comes across. Kick smothered there from McCarthy by Sherwood. Ball on the ground. Shirley tries to control it. Can't get a handball across. Sherwood taps it towards the line. Is it out of play? No, it's still kept in. No, it is out now. Whelan did well to keep it in, he thought, but it went over the line and out of play in the right forward pocket.
Yeah, very late call there too, I might tell you. But I guess the umpire's allowed to change their mind.
They do all the time.
Umpire about to throw the ball in right in that right full forward pocket. The ball thumped away by Bigland, taken by Rouvray. Rouvray tried to get the handball away, straight into a nest of players. The Tiger boy had the ball, tackled by Bigland. Burke it was, went to ground. And gee whiz, how would it be if the umpire had pulled holding the ball out of there?
Well, he couldn't. He was about 30 yards away and he had to look between about 15 players.
Yeah, but after that last one, he could have done anything. Down goes the bounce. Fogden makes front position. Bigland's at the back once again into a nest of players. Kicked out here towards the half-back length, taken by Chigwig to Rouvray. Rouvray kicks it straight towards the boundary line. By gee, they're going defensive, and it's going to roll out and out of bounds in here, right in front of the 5 RPH commentary position. And they just haven't done enough with the breeze this quarter, the Tigers. We're almost into time on, and they've kicked one behind for the quarter, Laurie Colliver.
Throwing it left half forward for the Eagles. 18.5 minutes gone. Is an interchange, Dennis?
Yes, Cook on and Carr off, and they didn't do anything, either of them. The ball hasn't gone up there.
Here's Shirley, gets a kick forward up towards the attacking 50. McGregor running back with a fly to the foot. He takes a great mark. Fantastic play. I mentioned about 15 minutes ago, he just looked a bit down on confidence, but a mark like that, and he'll be back on top of things shortly. He'll kick from 45 out. Now, is it too far for him, Smithy?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. As you said, that he is kicking into the wind, but the wind is sort of a little bit gusty, and it might look like it is changing around a bit, but that was a great... yeah, I'll have my dollar back.
Can I give you mods?
Give you mods?
Oh, you have to give me odds. You just asked me if I had my dollar back. That's all I wanted. I'm not bet. McGregor coming in. We'll kick from about 50, 45-degree angle. Looks like a good, strong kick, and he has made no mistake, and he's kicked it about 5 metres past the line, and that's taken McGregor there, and the Eagles to 7 goals, 6, 48. They trail now the Tigers, 8 goals, 8, 56. Only an 8-point ball game. And courtesy of the Great Southern Pie Company, we'll get scores from around the grounds.
It's Geelong 16-10, 106, leading St Kilda 16-8, 104. Hawthorn 12-15, 87, leading Richmond at 10-13, 73. West Adelaide 10-6, 66, leading Sturt 7-5, 47. And Norwood 11-9, 75, leading North Adelaide 1-7, 13. Back to Adelaide.
Right, the thump away taken by Harvey, I think it was, up towards the full forward area. McCarthy overruns the ball for the Eagles, kicked off the ground by Kluzak. The Tigers are in trouble at the moment. Holland tried to get a handball, an underground handball, couldn't do so. And we've got a bounce down inside the attacking 50 for the Eagles. And they're having a real go here, the Eagles, boys.
They certainly are.
Umpire with the footy, about to bounce it down. Have a look at the number of players around the ball, will you? As it down it goes. Oh, Bigland used the body, came to Liptak's hurried kick. It's going to be marked by McGregor. The umpire says play on. The handball direction order comes out to Harvey. Harvey's kick is wide and out of bounds in the right full forward pocket.
And Glenelg certainly are swinging the changes. They've now got Luke Ellis on, and Fetterman's been taken off the ground.
It was actually Shirley that got that kick
away.
away.
Wonder why Fetterman's gone off. Must be injured, surely, or he's run out of puff or something.
Well, Tony's made a few changes, and it's strange because the ball hasn't been up there, and those players that have gone off, they haven't even touched the ball as the ball is thrown back in that right full forward pocket, and once again stacks on the mill, and we'll have a bounce down in that right full forward pocket. And the umpire coming in to have a few words to say. And what's happening there, Laurie? You've got the 1040s on them?
Yeah, Sikalella gets a bit of a shove from, is that Rouvray it might be, or Raiders actually it is. And the umpire just blowing his whistle to let everyone know who's boss.
All he's got to do is just bounce the ball and let the game get on with it.
Exactly, and I'm sure the players will go after the footy. Down goes the bounce, Bigland and Fogg on the big tap back towards the goals with clever stuff by Bigland. What's going to happen here? McCarthy's got the ball, grabbed high, the handball out, Cluser. I think he kicked it. Yes, he has a goal to the Eagles. We've got a football match on our hand here, boys, and that was real desperate stuff. Third goal for Chris Cluzak, and the Eagles back in business here at the Adelaide Oval. They move along to 8 goals, 6 on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard, 54. The Tigers 8-8, 56, just 2 points in it.
The move of McCarthy to full forward's really given them the focus. Pavlik was pretty quiet up there in the first half, and they put McCarthy down there. They've given him a focus. Cluzak's been terrific, and it's really exciting. This young Eagles side has really got a run on.
The Eagles 3 goals to zip in this third quarter in the breeze as Biglands wins the tap. Got it down towards Higgins of Glenelg, who was well tackled, and we'll have another bounce.
By Biglands, in fact.
By Biglands. He's doing everything in the last moment or two.
Playing very well.
Bounce down. Again, a lot of players surrounding this this bounce. Biglands won it. Lip tack, left foot kick as he was slung to the ground. He'll get a free kick for, well...
Gee whiz, why isn't that play
for
on?
what? Yeah, well, play on, exactly.
Now, why isn't that? Burns running into a goal.
So, lip tack with the footy. He's got it now, right in the centre of Adelaide Oval. The Tigers by just 2 points. They've led all day.
Oh, shocker.
Shocking looking kick. Oh, nearly marked there by Bode. Cook's got it. Gives the handball to Heel. Heel in turn finds his teammate there in Higgins. Higgins goes long up towards the attacking 50.
Push in the back.
Oh, up goes the Eagles player there in Fruin. Chance now for the Tigers. Oh, Byrne was met high. Plant said the umpire. He snaps across the body down towards the goal square. Dropping back was Hall and also Matt McEntee, and it's through from behind. The Glenelg side 8-9, the Eagles 8-6.
How could the umpire miss that tackle?
He's got a fist smack in the head.
Yeah, he got a back in the head.
That was the second one after McGregor got sharp fair in the middle of the back. So.
They're shocking, these blokes.
Yeah,
They're not watching.
I don't know what the answer is. I think what they've got to do is get all the umpires and put them in a footy match, I think.
Yeah, dead right.
So that they know what it's like to be out there. There's the kick towards centre half back. Bigland's up through his hands, though. Off hands, a chance for Pavlich. He dives on the footy, playing in the unusual position of centre half back. Got the handball out to Colville. Colville towards the centre half forward position. McGregor, do you reckon he hadn't found a lease alive? Gets the handball over the top. Here's a chance now for the Eagles. If he can pick it up, he does so. That player there trying to pick it up is Whelan. Whelan goes to ground. McGregor's in there. Players on top of the footy, just on the attacking 50 for the Eagles, and 2 points to difference if you've just tuned in on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard here at Adelaide in favour of the Tigers.
Who was on McGregor there? He was 50 metres away from anybody.
Rouvray.
Bounce down right on the attacking 54. Woodville West Torrens. There's the bounce down. Quite a good one. McGregor in ruck up against Fogden. Ball comes to Raiders. He manages to get the handball over towards Rouvray. Rouvray now sets himself. Poor kick on Floriani, who's played a pretty steady game in defence. He chips across the ground, finds Rogers coming down the ground. Rogers has got Dylan further across the field, and he's right in the true centre half forward position is Jason Dillon. Recruited from the Magpies this year. He kicked a goal in this term. His kick further afield finds McGregor. So the Eagles doing well in this term. We've played 24 minutes as McGregor goes long up towards Pavlich down the forward zone. Crumb by Colville. Handball over the top. Smothered by Jamison. Comes to Cluzak. And the Eagles are in front. The Eagles have hit the front. Cluzak kicks his forward. It's the Eagles 9-6-60. Playing brilliantly in this third quarter. Glenelg 8-9, 57. The margin 3 points. The Eagles in front for the first time today.
Certainly are, and as you said, Undies, it's been that player in McGregor and Cluzak who's really put the life back into the Eagles side. Cluzak with his 4th goal, second for the quarter, has been a real live wire up there at half forward and giving Jamison a bit of the runaround at the moment.
And McCarthy, McCarthy ran all the way from centre half back, and he was involved in that play in the forward pocket.
Just shows you what a side can do when they get their heads up and they get a run on. So anyone that says to me the umpiring decision had no influence on the game, whether a side's won by 5, 6, 7 goals, they can go and jump in the lake because no one would ever know. The ball is kicked up in towards the full forward area for the Tigers, and it will go out of bounds in that left full forward pocket. So the Eagles, I tell you what, they've had a fantastic third quarter. They've kicked 4 goals, and the Tigers haven't scored. Well, they've scored, but they haven't kicked a sausage roll, and they're kicking with the breeze.
And haven't looked like it either.
No, well, they did at one stage, but Jamo missed. As I said at the time, it could have been a very important miss as the ball is thrown in that right full forward or left full forward pocket. They need a goal desperately. McEntee's in there for the Tigers. The ball underneath the pack of players, and we'll have a bounce down in the left full forward pocket.
A lot of Eagles players are lifting this term.
Oh, have they?
Players we didn't really see a lot of in the first half. They're really starting to come into the game.
That's the point I'm making. When the adrenaline's running and they get a lift, the side that can just change the whole side as Jamison's running down towards the forward line now. Offhand taken by Byrne. Byrne twists and turns, tries to get out of trouble. The umpire said holding the ball. I thought it was a bit harsh on the young man. He had to go through about 4 or 5 players. And is that McGregor down there with the footy?
No, it's Fruin, Diva.
Fruin. Certainly look alike a long way from home as Fruin goes bang, short pass, and Dutchy Holland's got it right between half-back and the pocket on the outer side of the ground for the Eagles. Amazing quarter. The Eagles have come from behind to put their noses in front, or their beaks in front, should we say. The Eagles now to kick the ball on that half-back flank, outer side, kicks it along the centre wing. Might drift out, now up high. Bigland claims the mark. The umpire said it's gone out of bounds between centre wing and half-forward, outer side of the ground for the Tigers.
And we've played 7 minutes of time on the Dave Benson Caravans, a time clock.
Here's the throw in. Left half forward for the Tigers. As Dennis Brown said, they have not kicked a goal in this third quarter as Bigland's got first hand of the footy. In there was Kelly, also Bode for the Tigers. And again, a bit of a stalemate, and we will have a bounce on that outer side. So 4 goals to 0 in this quarter. The Eagles doing very well, kicking to the Cathedral scoreboard end here at the Adelaide Oval. Bounce down. There he goes, the umpire. A lot of players again surrounding this bounce down. Colville's there for the Eagles. Up goes Bigland, slaps it in towards open spaces, but Burns got it. Well tackled there by Dylan. What's the umpire saying? It was held to him. Might have been a high tackle. The umpire a little bit obscured, and he's gone for the old stalemate decision, and we'll have a bounce at left half forward. Here he goes once again. Bounce down, up goes Biglands again, won by Fogden of the Tigers. Here comes Bode, good move of the footy to Liptak. 50 out from goal, closing in, good kick, it's through for a goal. The Eagles have, the Tigers have regained the lead. The scores now, Glenelg 9 goals, 963. The Eagles 9-6-60. Liptak kicks his second, and thanks to the Great Southern Pie Company, let's go around the ground.
Hawthorn 12-15-87 leading Richmond 11-15-81. St Kilda 18-10-118 leading Geelong 16-10-106. And in local football, it's Norwood 15-12-102 leading North Adelaide 2-8-20. And Sturt up at the front. Sturt 12-6-78 lead West 10-6-66. Back to Adelaide.
Yeah, well, certainly some turnarounds in those games, boys.
Go the Double Blues.
Go the Hawks.
Plenty of supporters. The ball taken by Sujay Cook, gives it to Hill. Hill now the bait into attack. It's Chigwitten in the van, is it? And it is, and he marks the ball. Could this be the lift that the Tigers need? Chigwitten goes bang in towards full forward. It's not a good kick, though. It's going to go over the back of the pack.
Sorry.
And as the siren goes to end the third quarter, we've got a real ball game on our hands here. Just 3 points the difference on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard. The Tigers 9-9-63 and the Eagles are 9-6-60.
Goal kick is the three-quarter time. Firstly for the Tigers, 2 goals to Liptak and Higgins. Singles to Fedimer, Bode, McEntee, Kelly and Chigwitten. Forward for West Torrens, Kluzak's kick 4, 2 to McGregor. Singles to Dylan, McCarthy and Holland. The score at three-quarter time, Glenelg 9-9-63, the Eagles 9-6-60. We'll take a break, get some scores from around the venues all over Australia and come back with their thoughts on the first 3 quarters of play after the break.
This man is a genius and you haven't changed my mind.
Well, here we are.
Didn't play 200 games for nothing, has he?
That's dead right. We're back here, and it's just yet to get underway. And as we say, the Glenelg side lead by 3 points, Laurie Colliver.
Here's the final quarter. 63 plays 60. Match of the day here at the Adelaide Oval. And the bounce down in the centre of the ground. Fogden in ruck up against Biglands as they've done battle all afternoon. Ball goes out towards Ellis, new player on the ground. No one can control it. Colville can, though. Here's Biglands charging through the centre. Goes long up towards McCarthy. With him, Sherwood. McCarthy's got it in the left forward pocket. Chips back intelligently. And he's found Ugrinnick 40 metres out from goal. Now, Ugrinnick, what will he do? He's not the most reliable kick for goal. He's going to line up. He's going to have a set shot for goal.
Have a shot. Yeah, he's going to kick from about 45 metres on the outer side here, opposite the member stand. He's kicking towards the Sir Donald Bradman stand, and it looks pretty good. He has kicked his first, and that's a great answer for the Eagles. They now take the lead by 3 points. They go to 10 goals, 6-66. They lead the Eagles 9 goals, 9-63. And what a great build-up that was, Andrew.
Well, I just counted 9 players that got around him after that goal was kicked. You know, they ran from everywhere. They wanted to pat him on the backside and really G him up. You know, the crowd are getting into it. No, Glenelg, they haven't dropped their head. The body language is an interesting thing, but they're well and truly still in this game, but I'd suggest they need to do something very quickly.
And there's that score again, 10-6, 66. It's amazing how many times it comes up in a footy match. And the Eagles are in front, and I don't know who told you that Glenelg was an unreliable shot for goal, but I tell you what, that was a magnificent kick. The ball taken out of the air.
Reverse psychology.
Bartlett10 kicked it up towards 10.5 forward, taken by Fruin though. Fruin got the handball over to Colville. Colville out towards centre wing, out in front. It's a good mark of the Eagles. Can't pick up the McGregor. Do you reckon he hasn't lifted since the halfway through that third quarter?
It's that mark he took back in the back.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And McGregor now, suddenly a new young Ken McGregor. He kicked it up towards full forward.
Oh!
What a mark. No, the umpires paid it. What a sensational mark by Sherwood. He just lifted into the sky, and there's a 25-metre penalty against McCarthy here.
Yes,
Not too sure what it was for.
Radis and McCarthy having a bit of a go there, and McCarthy's given away the... he's going to give another one. Silly, knocked the ball out of the hands there as Sherwood. And this could end up being a goal to the Tigers into the breeze.
They'll bring him off, I think. They'll have to bring him off.
Gee, where's he going to go right?
He's giving him 50.
Have a look at the 50, would you?
Yeah, he's giving him 25 and he's giving him 50.
Smithy, that bloke buy some land off him.
I will buy land off him.
Oh, gee whiz, I'll tell you what, that's a bad blue here, because this could get the Tigers right back into it if he can put this through the high diddle. Paul Sherwood. Is it Sherwood? It is Sherwood.
Yeah.
Isn't it? A kick from 50. It's not a bad-looking kick. Now it's drifting away to the left-hand side for the minor score. And you reckon that wouldn't have done anything to the confidence of both sides? It would have lifted the Tigers and would have fair dinkum catapulted them up into any sort of frame of mind that they could win this game, but unfortunately it's gone through for the minor score.
Was the second 25 there? I thought maybe not.
He knocked the ball out of his hands. Yeah, it was there.
But the second 25 was a 75.
But I think the rule is if they give two consecutive 25s, the second one's 50.
Anyway. Fair enough.
Interesting move by Glenelg, that they've got Jamison playing at full forward now.
Hall to kick the ball back into play for the Eagles. He's going to go to the outer side of the ground. There's the kick. One-on-one out there. Glenelg in opposition to... and what a great mark.
Great mark.
Was Glenelg, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, in opposition to Ellis, I think it was. The handball comes out. Here's a chance now. Look at Rogers. The experience is going to tell as he kicks it out here towards Biglands. I think Biglands almost a good mark. Met heavily there by Fetimer. Fetimer threw the ball away. Ended up with the big bloke in Biglands. Biglands gave it over to Cicolella. Cicolella out wide back to Biglands. He's running his heart out. The kick in towards goal. Sensational goal, and what a magnificent bit of play by Bigland. And tell you what, since the third quarter, he has just lifted his game, Bigland, and he's one of the reasons why the Eagles are in front.
Certainly
just tuned in, they've raced away the Eagles 11-6, that's got to be 72. They lead the Tigers 9-10-64. Darryl Smith, you're getting excited.
I certainly am. That is the captain snooze goal of the day, without a question of a doubt. The Eagles have actually ran the ball down. One interesting thing there, DB, was the fact that when the ball was in the back line, all the Eagles players ran forward, and Glenelg just stopped back there, and Biglands in his own right ran around and passed the two players and kicked a fantastic right foot goal at the southern end,
4 minutes gone, last quarter. Eagles, they've trailed most of the day, 9 points ahead, coming home with the breeze. Can they go on with the job? Biglands in ruck, just kicked a magnificent goal for Woodville West Torrens. He's in the centre again, up against Fogden. Tap one by Biglands. Burns got it for Glenelg. Got a handball, but it was intercepted by Biglands. Kicks long up towards McCarthy. Doing battle with Sherwood. Good spoil by Sherwood. Ball in the forward pocket now. Comes to ground. Taken by Whelan. Whelan snaps towards goal. Has he kicked it? Yes! What a goal! Now that is the captain snooze goal of the day if there ever was. Matthew Whelan kicks his first. The 19-year-old, just playing his sixth game for Woodville West Torrens, has put it through. And the Eagles now 12-6-78. Glenelg 9-10-64.
Well, we've had two captain snooze goal of the days in 2 minutes, boys. Aunties, how do you see that one?
Well, I'd suggest that that'll take the cake. This group of young men, you can't call them boys, but they're a group of young men have really got their tails up now, and they're playing an exciting brand of footy. They're bringing the ball back from half-back through the middle of the ground, through the corridor, and the luck's running their way.
7 goals to 1 since half-time in favour of Woodville West Torrens as the centre bounce. Chick Whidden's got it. Well tackled there by the Eagles, and we'll have a bounce just on the defensive side of centre towards the end, of which Glenelg are kicking in this last quarter. Up goes the ball. Biglands playing well here, knocks it down. Here's Holland, gives the handball clear. Glenelg giving them some drive in this final quarter. Kick up towards the attacking 50 off the side of the boot. Here's McCarthy, he's got Whelan inside. Oh, great shepherd by Whelan. McCarthy's kick in towards full forward, finds Kluzak. Kluzak takes the mark 30 metres out from goal. and well, I know it's a bit early, but gee whiz, the Eagles are running home brilliantly in this final
That
term.
Shepherd was fantastic, boys, wasn't it?
Brilliant.
Set the game up.
Was that Whelan again, was it?
Brilliant play.
Well, it's interesting, they've actually made, Glenelg have made a change. They've put a Jamison up to forward and they've put Grenvold on to Kluzak, and you wouldn't think that Grenvold would have the pace to go with Kluzak, and it certainly showed. There was a great lead and a great pass, and Kluzak now is lining up for his 5th goal. And gee whiz, the fat lady should be gargling right at the moment if he kicks this one. Comes in, he's kicking, and it looks a pretty good kick, and yes, that's another goal to Kluzak. That's his 5th. And they now take the Eagles score to 14 goals 6, 84 to Glenelg, 9 goals 10, 64. A 20-point lead now to the Eagles, and you would think that the fat lady's just about starting to sing there, Undies.
Well, he's a very good player, young Kluzak, isn't he? He's you know, in his 15 games, he's kicked 24 goals, so he doesn't mind having a shot at the sticks. But just the lazy handful this afternoon's a pretty good effort, the young man.
Fantastic this afternoon.
Certainly is, and he is a wonderful kick for goal. I remember him kicking a bag in the Bees last season, Laurie, and he didn't miss either of them. He is a beautiful kick for goal, very casual, beautiful follow through, and both times in the last 2 set shot, the goal umpire hasn't moved. The handball comes out from the centre bounce to Pavlich. Pavlich on the left boot, up towards half forward, up in front McGregor, tucked away from him, comes to Fogden. Fogden handball to Jamison. Jamison in the centre. The Tigers have got to kick a couple of goals to get back in this, up towards the full forward area, offhand, taken there, round the body, the kick. I think it might hit the post. That was Matthew Bode, and if ever they needed a sausage roll, that was it, and unfortunately hit the post.
Third time today, DB.
Yes, and unfortunately the Tigers there just offline, so they move along to 9-11, 64, 13-6, 84 the Eagles on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard. Kicked out the half-back. Here's Marshall Matt Dillon now for the Eagles. Kicked it along the grandstand side, up over the pack. The ball went straight through the hands there of Burke for the Tigers, gathered in by Jamison. He's been everywhere today and goes over the boundary line with a footy.
Boundary thrown at right half forward for Woodville West Torrens. They lead by 19 points. Fantastic third quarter into the breeze, and they've come out of the blocks charging in this final term to slam on 3 quick goals. Ball in the hands of Rouvray, nowhere to go. Kick partially smothered. Carr got a handball towards Hill, and Hill gang tackle.
Ooh,
players diving in on top of the footy.
I'd pay a free kick there. No need for that.
Yeah, you did right, DB.
We'll have a bounce at right half forward.
The Bay player did not have any way in the world to protect himself there. He's on the bottom of the pack, and the Eagle just
Brent Fruin just jumped in right over the top of him.
Yep.
Should have been a free kick.
Bounce down is Biglands. Rouvray grabs the ball out of the air, has a fresh air shot. Kick forward by Carr up towards the wing. Here's Rogers, steady all afternoon. Takes the footy, eventually gets a hand pass over the boundary line and out of play. We'll have a throw in right by the interchange gate here on the centre wing, Adelaide Oval members side. It's the Eagles 13-6, 84, Glenelg 9-11, 65. The Eagles just 1 goal 4 since half-time as Rouvray wins the tap. Kick forward by Kelly, who's fallen out of the game. Rogers effects a good sprawl over the top of Cook. Floriani's handball was intercepted by Kelly. Kelly gets it over towards Liptak. Liptak from 65 goes towards the goal square. Holland down there with Byrne. Byrne takes the mark, plays on and kicks a goal. All clear, says the goal umpire. Glenelg, a much-needed goal. They're 10-11, 71. The Eagles 13-6, 84 on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard.
And that was Byrne's first goal, and we often wondered if he was injured, and that time he took the mark and turned around and played on quickly, and we've played 9.5 minutes on the Dave Benson Caravan time clock, and gee guys, another couple of goals that might just get a little bit closer.
Yeah, but you've already said the fat lady's singing.
No, I didn't.
No, he said she's on the stage.
She's just gargling.
Oh, is she?
I don't like fat ladies.
No comment. There's a good line there, but I'm not going to hear it.
Leave that one right alone, thank you.
The ball in the centre of the ground. He's about to thump it down. Down it goes. Can the Tigers get a couple more? Up they go. Bigland's playing a tremendous
Oh, here we
game.
go. You see the umpires starting to make decisions.
Yes, it's a free kick to the Tigers. Fogden gave it over to Kelly. Kelly out towards the half-back flank. Pumped away by Hall. But comes back into the corridor. Players are going in hard. Picked up by Cook. Cook couldn't get the handball away. Players on top of the footy. We've got a bounce down just outside the attacking 50 for the Tigers. You've just tuned into this broadcast on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard. Can be a mouthful sometimes. 13 goals, 684. The Eagles, the Tigers, the 10-11, 71, and there's been a 7-goal turnaround since half-time in favour of the Eagles. The ball taken, or tried to take out by Floriani. He goes to ground, and we'll have another bounce down.
I'll tell you what, the Glenelg side aren't done yet either, just quietly.
No, well, they've got to get a couple more, and they've got to get them quickly. Umpire with the footy, about to bounce it down. Down it goes. Up they go. Fruin up there against Fatima, taken by Colville. Colville ended up with Cluzak. Cluzak handball was good. The Tigers have suddenly lifted as it comes out to Cook. Cook to Kelly. Fruin out. Here's a chance for Hill. Hill's kicked from a long way out outside the attacking 50. Players
push out.
Almost a mark offhand. Here's a chance now for the Tigers around the body. The ball's up in front. They've got to thump it through for the minor score. They do. No, they haven't. It's a goal.
Hit the post.
Hit the post. The goal umpire just touching the post. And the minor score registered for the Tigers 10-12-72. The Eagles 13-6-84.
Laurie, you called a push out there. How could the umpire not see that?
He's not looking. Burns shoved out. Was it Holland?
Holland, and he pushed him 10 metres.
I've got a fan in front of me here. I can see it through the fan. If you don't know what we're talking about, we're broadcasting the back of the stand. There's fans and things in the way. But anyhow, let's concentrate on the footy now. Grinnick's got it at left half back. Gives the handball over towards Fruin. On the wing, goes long. Good kick up towards full foot. Bluzak again.
Strong
and I reckon he's been the difference between these two sides today. He's going to line up for his 6th goal. He's kicked 5 goals straight, and he'll line up from about 45 metres out with the breeze. We've played 12 minutes on the Dave Benson Caravans time clock. A chance for the Eagles to go back to a 3-goal lead.
I've already written it down.
Have you?
No,
he's been fantastic. It's a great strong mark.
I think the umpire should check his hands. I think he's got super glue on them.
No, it was a magnificent strong mark. Anyway, Cluzak going to line up and kick from roughly around about 46 metres. Hasn't missed yet, lining up for his 6th goal. And it would be a very valuable goal. Comes in, it's a good, strong drop punt. The goal umpire is moving too far away to his left. And it's his first blemish. He now takes the Eagles score to 13 goals, 7-85. They lead the Glenelg Tigers, 10 goals, 12-72. And gee whiz, if he had kicked that, their fat lady would have been singing.
And while he was having a shot at that goal, David Glenelg came off and young Ben McIntyre came on to try to give him a bit of spark.
Ball kicked back in towards the play. Here's a chance now for Bigland. One of McGregor, in fact. One of the big men anyway. Had the ball tackled by Fogden. And there'll be a bounce down between centre and half forward for the Eagles. Kicking to the river end of the Adelaide Oval. Down goes the bounce. Up they fly. One-handed tap there. Taken away. Oh, here's a chance now taken by Pearce for the Eagles. Bangs it back in towards full forward. Up they fly over the back. What's going to happen here? Players are pushed out of the way. Come to the Tigers. Comes out here towards Higgins. Higgins in turn gives it to Rouvray. He goes one way, then the other. Got to get rid of it shortly. Luckily gets out of trouble. Kicks it towards centre wing. Cook flies high. Oh! Magnificent mark by J. Cook. He jumped up over the back. I could see him flying. There's another fan in the way there. There's sirens and fans and posts, but I could see him flying, and he emerged with the footy to kick along centre wing. Up in front, Fatima thumped away by the Eagles defenders for a boundary throw-in right in front of the 5RP8 commentary position.
Unfortunately for the young man, it's about all he's done this afternoon. He's been on and off the ground, and he hasn't really had much impact, but it was a fantastic fly and a good mark.
Thrown on the wing, Members side. The Eagles by 13 points. Up goes Fatima. Won the ruck knock. Dylan got it for the Eagles. Hand pass by Floriani goes over the boundary line and out of play once again. 14 minutes gone on the Dave Benson Caravans time clock, and it's Woodville West Torrens by 13 points. 85-72. Throw in. Once again, Fruin in the ruck. Near the ruck, we're getting an effective tap. Kelly charges through, fell to ground, and players jumped on top and the umpire decided that we'll have a bounce. So the Eagles out of the blocks, kicking 4 goals in the opening 6 minutes of the final term, getting that lead out to around 3 goals. It's back to 13 points now as Fruin in ruck. Charging through, can't control the footy. Jamison's in there, he's gone a little bit quiet. Through comes Rayners. He was tripped and he'll get a free. The tackle slipped, got him around the ankles, and he's got the free. Chip further afield, finds Carr running with the flight of the footy. Look to play, and he's called to do so now by the umpire. Colville does well. Kick forward up to Chick Whidden, 60 metres out from goal. Rogers on the mark. Chick Whidden looking to move the ball quickly. Stab pass in towards the forward zone. Oh, Hall dropped it on the half volley. Slapped it out towards Pavlich. The boy Pavlich goes to the boundary line. Wise play there by the young man, and the ball goes over the line, out of play. Left half forward, about 60 around from the scoreboard end goal, the end of which the Tigers are kicking in this final quarter.
Showed a level head then, Pavlich. Didn't he look up? There was no one to kick to.
Yep, had a look. Went for the line. Kick in, throw in rather. Dylan is bowed. Gets the handball cross. Chick Whidden, 50 metres out from goal. Kicks to the top of the square. Chance now for... Oh, mark taken down there. Rouvray's got it. Rouvray's got it. Out gunning McGregor on that occasion. And a chance now for Glenelg to kick their 11th goal and to give themselves a chance still in this game. We've played 15.5 minutes. It's 72 to 85. Now a chance for Glenelg to make it just 9 points to diff.
Yeah, Rouvray coming in, will kick from about 35 metres. Shouldn't have any problems. Been one of the better players for Glenelg. He stabs at the ball and has drilled it straight through for their 11th goal. They got 11 goals, 12-78. They trail the Eagles 13 goals, 7-85 on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard. And on the Dave Vincent Caravan time clock, we played 16 minutes and 10 seconds, Andrew Underwood.
Well, it's an entertaining game of footy, boys, isn't it? And Rouvray really out-muscled and out perhaps pushed DB, I think, his opponent. But
he had two hands pushing him out.
There was no difference there in that one that was in the third quarter with Kluzak marking the ball.
He's taken the mark, he's kicked the goal, it's in the book, and thank you very much. There's 7 points down.
And the one you put in the book for Chris Kluzak that he missed could prove costly.
Yeah. It certainly could. The old adage of the old 2-goal turnaround. Rouvray's sort of fallen out of the game. He had his own footy for the first quarter and a half, but he took a good mark and kicked a good goal there.
Umpire about to bounce it down in the centre. Just 7 points to difference. What a game it's been. Down it goes. Fogden and Biglands. Up they go. Biglands a tap straight onto the chest, though, of a Tigers player. It must be Kelly. I think he's always at the bottom of the pack. Was it Kelly? It was Kelly. And he now throws the ball back to the umpire. Any number of players around that footy. There must be at least 12 to 14, maybe 16 as the umpire pumps it down. Fogden and Biglands from the side. Fetimer does it well, gives it to Kelly. Tries to burst through, got the handball away. Only went as far as the Eagles, though. Here's a chance for Hill. Hill leading in the race for the ball. Taps it cleverly back to Cook. Cook tried to go at the player. It had to be a free kick. The umpire says play on. Here's a chance for Raiders. Raiders runs around onto the left boot, kicks it. What's going to happen? Going to fall in front. No off Pavlich in there is trying hard. There is Jamison. Jamison now got the ball. Has plenty of time. Allowed to come around onto the right boot. Gives it to Hill. Hill will have a shot for goal. The kick's on its way. What's going to happen? It's going to drift across and through for the minor score. So just one straight kick in it here at the Adelaide Oval. 17 minutes are gone on the Dave Benson Caravan time clock and on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard. It's 13-7-85. The Eagles, the Tigers 11-13-79.
So Holland with the footy. 18 minutes gone. Last quarter. Match of the day. 5 RPH football. Holland's kick. Oh, it's a shocker. Finds Bode outside 50. What was he looking at there? I think he was looking at Biglands, but Biglands did not offer a lead. Did he slip, did he? Now that pole in the way again as Bode chips further afield, finds Chick Whidden 45 out from goal. So Chick Whidden too far out to score. Chips further afield, finds Jamison. So Jamison, the angle a lot better. He's only on a slight angle as opposed to the sort of 45-50 degree angle that Chick Whidden had. And he's a lot better kick of the footy than the little skipper from the Tigers. He goes further afield. He's got Bode unattended in the left forward pocket. Now he'll kick from about 40 and a chance for the Tigers to level scores after about 19 minutes of this final quarter.
And that breeze, boys, has dropped away. The flagpoles are fairly limp. I would suggest there's not very much in it.
Well, Bode lining up for his second goal. Comes in. It's been an unlucky player, Bode. He's been in and out of the port side. Comes in left foot and he's missed it. No, he's missed it. Now that takes the Glenelg side 11 goals, 14-80. They trail the Eagles 13 goals, 7-85. And I'll put you on the DB while I just clear my throat.
And I must say, I'm a bit surprised that Jamo passed off there because I don't think he would have missed from where he was.
Probably a better option, wasn't he?
Kick the goal.
Absolutely.
He did elect to do so, and it's only 5 points to difference. So a straight goal here to the Tigers will put him back in front at the back. Biglands, second grab. Fetimer claims he touched it, but Biglands, I tell you what, he really lifted his game in this second half. He's got it now. At centre wing, he kicks the ball along the centre wing position in front.
Out on the full.
No, out on the full. It's the boundary umpire, and all of a sudden things aren't going the Eagles' way, and the Tigers have got it. It's Burke with the footy, just almost between centre and half back now on the grandstand side. They trail by 5 points on the Torrens Arms Hotel scoreboard. The kick along centre wing up in front through the hands there of McAtee. Off hands a chance for Bode. Bode goes one way then the other. Gets the handball over to Hill. Hill with the handball back to Jamison. Jamison with a long handball over to that man Rouvray. He's by himself. He goes bang. I think he may have drilled it. We wait on the goal umpire. He has. The Tigers are back in front by a point. What a game of footy, and you're listening to it on 5 RPH. Second goal for Rouvray. And the score moves along now to 12 goals, 14-86. The Eagles are 13-7-85, 20 minutes. We're into time on the Dave Benson Caravan time clock.
And we'll just check scores from courtesy of the Great Southern Pie Company.
Yes, it's 15-6-96 leading West, 13-6-84. and Norwood 15-14-104 lead North Adelaide 3-8-26. Back to Adelaide.
So back here with the game of the day, where it is now Glenelg leading the Eagles by 1 solitary point. And what a game it's been here on 5RPH. Match of the day. And Laurie Colliver is going to take us up and call the last couple of minutes.
Thank you very much. 21 minutes gone. Up goes Biglands. Tries to slap the ball forward. Running through Fruin. He gives it to Pearce. Pearce ducked the tackle. He was well tackled. And we'll have a bounce in the centre of the ground.
Now
Kelly, the tackler.
What's wrong with his nut? No, that's a good decision, because he actually ducked his head, and it was a great decision to call it as a ball up rather than give away a free kick.
Here's the bounce down. Up it goes, good bounce. Fetimer in ruck, taps it down. Chigwidden gets the handball out, lip tack. Chip forward, up towards Jamison. He runs with the flight of the footy, takes the mark, plays on, 70 out. Eagles finishing, the Tigers finishing well. Ball comes back. Chance down for Curry. He's tackled, got the handball back. Bode goes for goal, and it will go through for a behind or out in the full. It's through for a behind. So the Tigers move their lead to 2 points, 12-15-87. The Eagles 13-7-85. And Rouvray, with a couple of goals in this final quarter, has done very, very well. And that miss by Kluzak with the breeze.
Yep, you called
40 metres,
didn't you?
Dead in front, is going to possibly prove costly here as Hall will bring the ball back into play. Goes down the middle. Good kick.
Oh, jeez, how could you leave him be
there?
He's
got Fruin. Fruin to Pearce by hand. Pearce at right half back. Last goal will win this game as the kick up towards the wing. Taken there by Higgins. He goes for the boundary line with the handball, and it goes out of play on the grandstand members side wing.
Laurie, you've got to ask yourself, how could Fruin be at centre half back on his own and not a player within 10 metres?
Well, it was a bit
20
like,
metres.
It was a bit like Bode 2 minutes ago. How could he be uncontested, take an uncontested mark inside the attacking 50? But anyway, Bigland's got one high, but Plant said the umpire. Ball comes to Liptak. The Tigers running forward now. Here's Raiders. He's got Rouvray on his outside. He goes long up towards the attacking 50. Out comes Byrne in front of Holland, and he takes the mark 50 metres out from goal. Now he's pointing to the umpire, suggesting that the mark's further back. The umpire agrees and brings back Holland about 2 metres. So James Byrne will kick for goal, and if he can put this through, we've had 23 minutes of the term. James Byrne, we've been interested to see, he's been in the forward pocket most of the day. He's kicked 1 goal in the match so far, and he'll line up. The Tigers lead by 2 points. Here's Byrne, kicking into a slight breeze. The breeze has dropped somewhat here. He'll kick from 50, no, about 49, goes long. It'll make the distance. Will it be a goal? No, it's off to the left. The Tigers having their chances. They move to 12-16-88. They've kicked 3 goals, 7 in this last quarter. The Eagles 13-7-85.
It was that man in Rouvray, wasn't it, that actually got the ball through the centre of the field and found Byrne on a good long lead. But unfortunately, Byrne couldn't finish it off.
Right, and Bigland has recovered from that right end of the body of that throw-in as the kick is kicked out to him now on half-back. In front was Fetimer from behind. The ball a chance there for Floriani. Shaw pushed in the back, and the umpire said we'll have a bounce down. I'd say the Tigers have just they're on a roll at the moment. They just seem to be running a little bit more harder at the footy than the Eagles, who certainly stopped to a walk. Down goes the bounce. Bigland is still trying his heart out. The big tap out here towards Floriani. Floriani tried to get the handball away, couldn't do so. It was beautifully smothered by Heel and forced over the boundary line for a throw-in.
DB, it's always harder to run when you're behind, and as we've said, I mean, the Eagles have done a lot of the attacking in this second half, but now they're behind. They are struggling to run and chase.
Right, there's the throw in. Up they go. The ball over the top. Can't do anything with it, though. It's underneath the pack of players. And you talk about Kluzak's miss, but what about the one that he marked down here when he was only about 10 metres out? That was definitely a mark.
And didn't get it?
Didn't get it. So you can say different things and turning points of games, but gee whiz, it certainly was a bad miss in that, about, I suppose, the 17-minute mark.
They want to get a wriggle on.
Down goes the bounce, and shepherding there going on, but the umpire didn't see it, taken by Pavlich, kicks it up towards centre wing. Here's a chance now, the last chance you'd think. If Floriani can pick it up, he can. He puts it to the head of the square. McCarthy's in front, but he's up against 2 again. It's happened all day. Offhand, Darzanos has got it. He's going to get grabbed, got to go for holding the ball. He will go for holding the ball. The advantage paid, and the ball ends up with Fogden. Fogden now kicks it towards centre wing. In front, Rogers. Will he take the mark? Offhand chance now for the Tigers. Hall tries to burst his way through, can't do so. Tigers are desperate. They snaffle the ball, put it underneath them for a bounce down.
That was very well played there by Sujay Cook. Found himself in between 2 players and spoilt the ball and brought the ball to ground, and thus held up the ball by the Eagles, and now it's a bounce up just on the wing there at the northern end on the outer side.
25 minutes gone, the final quarter. Can the Tigers hang on? They lead by 3 points. Great game here this afternoon as Fetimer wins the ruck knock. In goes Fruin. Players jumping on the footy. And again, we'll have a bounce down as the umpire whistles time off at left half back for the Eagles. 13-7 the Eagles. Glenelg 12-16. Tigers, as I mentioned a moment ago, 3 goals, 7 in this final quarter. So they've had their chances. The Eagles 4-1 with the breeze. So the side's going into the breeze, doing better in this final quarter. Free kick to Jamison.
There's the evener upper. Have a look at all the Glenelg players from full back are all running forward. Every single one of them.
Jamison with the ball. Goes long in towards the attacking 50. Up goes Dylan. The ball on the ground. Chance now for Rogers. Gets the handball. Tunnel ball handball to Colville. Colville in turn to Sikalella. Sikalella about to be run down by Byrne. Left foot kick. Oh, straight to Jamison.
Jamison. Kluzak's in the back pocket now.
Jamison up towards the forward 50. Fruin affects the spoil. Ball on the ground. Hall tried to kick it off the ground. In goes Dylan. Working hard for the Eagles. Well tackled by Fedema. And the umpire says we'll have a bounce at centre half forward for the Tigers. Can they hang on? Shadows encroaching on the oval here at the match of the day for 5 RPH footy. It's the Tigers by 3 points, 88-85. And we've played 26.5 minutes. Bounce down. Knocked forward by the Eagles towards Kelly. Taken by Pavlich. Probably his first mark of the afternoon, Matty Pavlich. At defensive 50. Goes long up towards the wing. Looking there trying to find these Eagles teammate there. The ball ends up with Floriani. He's about to be tackled. Gets the handball back towards Pearce. Oh, Rouvray, desperate play. Floriani dispossessed. Ball comes to McGregor. He was, what's the umpire saying? Free kick to Floriani. Tackle without the footy.
Kidding me, aren't you?
Last gasp here for the Woodville West Torrens side. Floriani with the footy on the wing. All the Tiger players heading back towards the defensive 50. Floriani. Long kick up towards attacking 50. 3 Tigers up, none down. The ball comes to Kelly. Intercepting there for Woodville West Torrens. The kick up there towards Pavlich. Here's a chance now for McEntee. The kick clear up towards the wing. Up goes Heel. Nearly took the mark. Ball on the ground. Great tackle applied on Carr by Pearce. Charging through Rogers. Got a handball. Over towards Floriani. In turn to Darzanos. He tries to get a handball clear. He's set upon by the Tigers. And we'll have a bounce in the centre of the Adelaide Oval. We've played 27.5 minutes. It's the Tigers by 3 points.
Very interesting to see the runner come out there and signal to everybody 2 minutes to go. So that was the Eagles runner saying that there's 2 minutes to go to his players to get it down there as quickly as we can.
Umpire with the ball in the centre. He's about to thump it down. Only 3 points to difference in favour of the Tigers. They were in front for most of the day. The Eagles headed them, but now the Tigers have kicked back. Down goes the bound Bigland. Up against Jamo. The big thump by Bigland's up inside half forward. Out comes the Eagles. Oh, they've got him from all angles. And the bounce down between centre and half forward. And that player was in fact, who was it? Whelan, I think.
Yep.
Who had the footy, and they just gang tackled him. Umpire wiping his brow. Don't know what for, but he's going to bounce it down.
You're right.
Jamison and Bigland. Bigland has the height advantage, stumps it up towards half forward. What's happening here? No one can pick it up. The Eagles have no, the Tigers have got it. The handball comes out to Bode. This could be the last chance. I think the Eagles may be gone as it comes towards centre wing and out of bounds. And I'd say that is it. All over, Red Rover. I think the Tigers have got the chocolates. If the runner came out and said it was 2 minutes, I reckon that's a minute ago. And the boundary umpire about to throw it back into play. Left half forward for the Tigers. What a game it's been. Up they go. Rogers gets the tap down. Dylan's got it. The handball looking for Colville. Dylan goes in again. The handball back to Colville. The ball, it'll go over the boundary line. No David Murray's about that. And the boundary umpire about to throw it back in, Laurie Colliver.
Thank you very much. 29 minutes gone. We've had 7 goals in this final quarter, so we can't be far away from siren time here. What a game it's been. Terrific afternoon of footy at the Adelaide Oval as Bigland's in the ruck. Tried to tap it forward. Chick Whitten's got it. Over towards Kelly. Kelly from 60 goes long. Burn in the goal square up against Chris Kluzak. Oh, Chris Kluzak nearly took the mark. Ball on the ground. In working hard left tack. Can he seal the game for the Tigers? His kick is taken by Rogers. Rogers comes out towards the grandstand sign. Finds Pearce. Pearce looking to get for his options. Finds Colville. Fumbled the ball, but he took it. Goes long. Up towards right half forward. Siren can't be far away now as McGregor. Over the top came Fogden. Smashed the ball towards the boundary line and out of play. Right half forward for the Eagles. Time running out. We've hit 30 minutes in the final term.
Interesting to note that Kluzak's down at full back, and you'd wonder why they'd make a move and put him down, because he's been their only real main goal scorer. He's kicked 5, and they've got him down at full back at the moment.
Bigland's in ruck. Jamison for Glenelg. Bigland slaps it forward. Chance now. Kick forward by Woodville West Torrens. Whelan in towards the attacking 50. Oh, nearly a mark taken by Dylan. Pack forming inside 50 for the Eagles. A bounce down 40 out. from the Eagles' goal, kicking towards the Bradman stand end. We've played 30.5 minutes.
Could be their
It's
last
the Eagles
opportunity.
trailing by 3 points.
Well, that 2 minutes that that umpire, the runners come out and said it's gone for about 5.
Bounce down, inside 50 for Woodville West Torrens. Bigland's in ruck, slaps the ball forward. Rouvray, tackled by Colville. Oh, what's the umpire saying? He's saying it's a bounce.
This is a shocking state of affairs when everybody's got to look at the umpire to see what he's going to do. Fair dinkum.
He's looking at me and he's saying, give it to me, boys. I'm going to bounce it here.
Bounce down, seconds remaining. Here he goes, Jamison, Biglands. Jamison won it in the forward pocket. Siren goes, it's all over. Victory to the Tigers, and they stay in second position on the SANFL ladder. Final scores here at the Adelaide Oval. A terrific effort by the Tigers. They trailed by as much as 3 goals in that final term. They fought back and ended up winning the game 12-16-88 to the Eagles 13-7-85. Tremendous game of footy here on 5 RPH footy. Goal kickers in the match. Firstly for the Glenelg Tigers. What a good performance it was in the end by them. 2 goals to Higgins, Liptak and Rouvray. Rouvray kicking his goals in the final quarter as the jubilant Glenelg Tigers gather in the Eagles forward 50. They're pretty excited. Singles to Fetimer, Bode, McEntee, Kelly, Chickwitten and Byrne. And for Woodville West Torrens, 5 goals to Kluzak, 2 to McGregor, singles to Dillon, McCarthy, Holland, Ugrinnick, Whelan and Biglands. Glenelg led for most of the day. They led by 22 points at quarter time, 20 points at half time, 3 points at 3/4 time, and they ended up winning by the well, not the solitary, but they won by 3 points, 88-85.
Certainly did. And we'll have a quick break and come back and wrap up the game here at Adelaide Oval, where Laurie Colliver has just told you that the Eagles have run out victors by...
Glenelg even.
Oh, sorry, the Glenelg even. I'll get it right. Getting a bit cold here. I've got to warm up the bones. We'll go back to the studio and have a quick break, and then we'll come back and wrap up with a 5 RPH game of the day.